everyone, and welcome to the Battle of Brown Road here. My name is Keithan Thomas. I'll be doing your play-by-play here tonight.
And I'm Abigail Hardy, and I will be doing your color commentary.
Now, Abby, quick question. Where did you go to high school?
Oh, a matter of fact, I was a mountain lion.
And
Where
yours,
were you?
yours truly was a Mountain View Toro. So,
So even though they're battling out on the field, we're also playing a little bit of our battle on Brown Road up here.
little bit. Now, of course, for those unaware, this is going to be Mountain View, the Mountain View High School Toros versus the Red Mountain Lions. Mountain Lions.
A
Like,
lot of mountains in there.
a lot of mountains. As they take to the field here, Mountain View does. The production level out here, by the way, insane.
Astronomical. It is amazing. We have a great crowd over here at Mountain View. I mean, the stands are packed. Everybody's standing. You just saw all the players come out on on the field. It's electric.
It is electric here tonight, and this rivalry, you'll see them both. Red Mountain taking the field. They are Red Mountain now taking the field. There is incredible amounts of tension here. Now, in terms of what we've got here so far, these two teams have played pretty even. Mountain View coming in at 4-2, and Red Mountain 5-1. Very similar in the pass and run game. If there is any advantage, Mountain View has a better pass game this season, 1,216 receiving yards, as opposed to Red Mountain 152 rushing yards per game. What is the key for both teams winning here tonight?
See, I was doing a little bit of my research, and like, if you guys have watched Mountain View, you know how strong Brady Goodman is and his um, wide receiver Talon Arnett. I mean, it's crazy. They have a really good offensive line, and then looking at Red Mountain only losing to one team this year so far, um, it's really anybody's game today, and that's what I've really noticed on the doing my research, talking to the coaches, and looking at the atmosphere today.
Absolutely. And then looking in, just like going to what these two teams have been through this season, Red Mountain's only loss has been to Brophy. Brophy, all those NFL kids, NFL players' kids. And then on the flip side, Mountain View, their only losses have been to teams who are ranked number one in the state. Uh,
Yeah, Basha as one of them.
Basha's one of them, and then Liberty at the beginning of the season.
Yes.
Everybody else they've beaten. So this is a clash of titans as well as just a historic rivalry we have going on here
Yeah.
tonight.
And this is actually Mountain View's first region game. So this is pretty important when it comes to like regional play and stuff. So they're versing their first one. Red Mountain has already versed one of them already, and they won against that game, so they're 1-0 in region. But yeah, they only Mountain View only has uh two of their four games left are region matches.
Very important game. Just in all stretch of the imagination, divisional game. This is a five. I believe they're number five and number seven, or seven and number eight coming in the open rankings. There's so much at stake here. Rivalries, ego. There's so much at stake here, and you're going to see both of these teams leave it all on the field
Yeah,
here tonight.
absolutely. And I was doing a little bit more research going into like the Instagrams. You can find a lot on Instagram nowadays. And that I was looking at Mountain View, and tonight is their homecoming night. I mean, if we had to get here at 5:30 this afternoon, and we had
Look at the Toros, by the way, mobbing their guys on the sideline. Red Mountain trying to respond back. Look at this. Look at the just. I apologize for
no,
interrupting, of
go
course,
right
but
ahead.
just look at the energy on both sides of the field right here. Look at the crowd. Usually on the opposite side of the field, you never see anybody on that side. Look, it's packed over there.
Hey, we just have to drive. They just have to drive down to Brown Road, and
A
here you are.
just a quick stroll down the road,
And
couple miles.
can we talk about the weather? Like
Beautiful.
last weekend, it was raining. I don't know where you were last week, but I was over at Saguaro, and it was a little bit of raining. And then once that game ended, I had to go on our Friday Night Lights show, and it just started pouring.
I was at Yonker last week,
Oh, that's a
so
drive.
that's a
Ba-
not only
now
a
in
drive.
Buckeye.
It down and it was pouring the entire game. Luckily, we had a booth, so we were blessed with that. But regardless, that's last week. This is this week. The Battle of Brown Road getting set to kick off here with the Mountain Lions getting set to return. Mountain View electing to defer here.
Now, I would like to point out at the beginning of this game, Mountain View currently holds the trophy of Battle on Brown. Who
Hmm.
is going to take it home tonight?
Very nice trophy too. I went down to it before the game here, and that is a very, very nice trophy.
These two teams don't play around when it comes to some friendly competition.
Not at all. Taking the kickoff here, gonna take it down to the 20. Big return coming from Red Mountain. Makes a cut at the 40. He's got a lane to run. Down to the 50, 40. One couple guys to beat down to the 30. Makes another move to the 20. What a return! Red Mountain getting on the board real quick here. Down to the 20 into the red zone. Gonna be Ty
Tyreek.
Tyreek Cornett. Excuse me. What a return!
That is a crazy big play right at the start of the game for the Mountain Lions.
That is a what you call a rivalry play right there. You want to start off on fire with your hair on fire here.
If this is going to be the entire game, hold on to your helmets because
It's gonna be a
it,
ride
it's going
here.
to be a ride. And I am here for it.
Just getting started right outside of the red zone here at the 21. Red Mountain is quarterback lining up under center here. Dom, the quarterback here tonight. We talked with the coaches here today. We're gonna see Dom at quarterback for Red Mountain. What are you expecting from him here tonight?
I he did not play the last game against I'm blanking on who they Desert Ridge.
Correct.
They had Caleb Joe play in if I am correct, and I talked to Coach Enders today and they had him play today.
Going to be a quick run to start. We talked about the run game being very, very explosive here for Red Mountain, getting a quick 4-yard gain there to start their rushing campaign, their offensive drive this game.
Yeah, I think this is going to be really good. Like I was saying before, that big play right there. They're going to have Dom in today, number 12, senior
We're
quarterback.
going to give it a shot. Dominic Carmigiano. Carmigiano. We're going to go ahead. We're going to call him Dom the entire cast, folks. Once again, a handoff. Going to be another big gain there, falling forward, and he's wide open. Big touchdown there. Kai Jackson putting Red Mountain on the board with just a minute into the game.
Now, this is huge. If you have looked at both of these teams, and
Oh, looks like, it looked like he scored. Did he not score? Oh, wow. He rushed into the end zone.
He did.
That was, okay, it confused us both. 3rd and 2, regardless. 3rd and 2 here.
He could have just got really excited. Maybe he was preparing for something big here.
Could be here. Very heavy set here for the Mountain Lions coming in. Under center, once again, Dominic. A little bit of motion, a little bit of shakeration. 3rd and 2, trying to punch it in, get a first down. Gonna roll out to his right. Big hit right there on the running back. No flag there. He's gonna take another big hit. Oh my goodness. And this is rivalry football here, ladies and gentlemen. What a hit. Off to the side there. Oh my goodness.
Now, if I saw that correct, that looked like number 25 on Mountain View, Max Germain, that tight end right there that made that big push out
The
to
two-way player right there. Big play there. Let's see where they ended up marking him. There may be a penalty flag here. If there was a penalty flag there, I would not be shocked whatsoever.
Absolutely. Let's see what these refs have to say.
It's going to be against Red Mountain there. That's a crazy sequence of events there. Big hits on both sides, and it ends up being a penalty on Red Mountain. Moving him back. Going to be now a huge 3rd down now. 3rd, and it will be 3rd and 17. 3rd and 2 going from 3rd and 17 here. I am loving the Mountain View all blue here, the big blue, if you will. Loving the Unimat.
Royal blue. We have the cheerleaders in their royal blue. Pommies are in white and blue. Actually, there's a bunch of them.
So many cheerleaders. Look at that. Oh my goodness. I didn't realize how many there were.
They're wearing blue, red, and white. They're school colors.
School colors, red, white, and blue. And then on the opposite side of the field, I'm loving the red, and the white and black, excuse me, the red numbers. Again, what a uni matchup we have here. There's so much positive things, positive, interesting things about this matchup.
It's very smart that they wore blue because Red Mountain is
Red.
away and they're red and they're wearing white. So It's easy to decipher who is who here. I know sometimes we can go to a game and they're wearing maybe the same or a different shade of blue or a different shade of red, and you're like, oh, this is getting a little tough.
Cannot be two more different shades of red, or just colors in general. I do love that. Again, looks like they're just confirming a few things here with the down and distance, just making sure we're all good to go here. Looks like they are marking them down at the 27 for this 3rd and 17 coming up. So this might be out of range for their kicker as of right now. Watching him in warm-ups, this is around where he was warming up from for Red Mountain. So this could be a situation where you kick it, but considering the excellent return they had, that would be a waste, I feel like.
I feel like they definitely want to try it here. They're about to
And
see what they can come up with.
Dominic in shotgun here. Now the refs getting everything settled here. And the Battle of Brown Road is back on its rails here. Back on track here. Dominic in shotgun once again, running back to the left of him. Low snap. Going to roll out to his left. Plenty of time to roll. Takes a shot down to the end zone. Falls harmlessly to the ground. Mountain View bends but doesn't break and is able to make a stop despite the huge kick return.
All right, looks like we have the kicking squad coming out here. See if they
Spe-
can put up a field goal.
Remember, special teams, special players, special plays here. There's two, they always talk about the two sides of the ball, right? Offense and defense. Special teams is just as important here.
Absolutely.
It's going to be, it looks like kicking from around the 33-yard line should be around a 40-yard field goal if my math is mathing. Usually it's not, but
Give or take a couple yards.
give or take. Jeff Pitzer here getting ready for the snap, the hold, the kick. It's a line drive kick going straight through the uprights, putting 3 on the board here for the Mountain Lions.
Now that was a little lower of a kick, not as high as you normally see. Got a little scary there. But they were able to put Red Mountain up 3-0 in the first quarter. But now we get to see Brady Goodman up and see what he has a really good arm. I'm gonna say we're gonna have a really good air game today.
Now, I've heard
Arm game.
I've yet to do a Mountain View game in person, right? So I've heard rumors. If you could hear the car in our mics, that's what that is. I've heard the stories about how good Brady Goodman is. So this is my first time seeing him in person. Very excited to see what he brings to the table here.
He is very nice. I had a chance to talk to him a couple times in a class last semester. Super nice guy, easy to talk to, and he was telling me a little bit about like his brotherhood here at Mountain View and playing before. Like he has played with these boys on the field for a long time, and I definitely think we've seen that in this season so far, and we'll see it on the field tonight.
Talat Arnett and Zachary Galaviz. They called him Ziggy over in the PA, so that's what we're going to call him now, from now on, if we hear his name. Back to return. It's going to fall harmlessly for a touchback, getting set here from the 25, and here comes Brady Goodman here. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have not seen him, get ready for a show.
Yeah, this is gonna be a good one. Brady Gibbon, number 5 for Mountain View. He's a senior here, so this is his last round as a Toro until
Last round of the Battle of Brown Road here.
yes.
You think he wants to hold up that trophy here? How bad do you think he wants it?
Oh, I think he wants it.
I
He
think
got it last. He got it last year, so Mountain View currently holds the trophy. So I think he wants to hold it one more time. I don't think he's ready to give it away
some
quite yet.
some motion here on the line here. Goodman is going to take it himself here and fall forward for maybe a yard. Might be a loss here. It's going to be second down. Red Mountain not letting any QB draws affect them here today. Goodman combined this season has been an electric offensive threat here for a combined. Oh wow, my thing is wrong. He's got a couple rushing touchdowns here to this season. Once again, empty by them lonesome, and it's gonna be a quick strike down to the 40, and he's gonna keep on trucking, taking a couple of Mountain Lions with him. Big gain there to start the offensive drive here for the Toros.
Those tears. We're waiting for everyone to get right back up. That was number 1 from the Toros, Zachary
Galaviz.
Galaviz.
Galaviz. They called him Ziggy over
Ziggy.
here. Big Ziggy over here on the PA here. Once again in Shotgun by himself. Number 40 in motion there for the Toros. Looked like it was going to go to him. It's going to be on the screen, and he's going to be met right behind the sticks. Red Mountain not letting these first downs affect them thus far.
Yeah, I want to add to your comment about like the stats he's putting up. The stats just don't lie. I mean, he is committed to Utah State University, so he will head over there next fall with just a couple games of his high school career left. I'm sure he wants to take that trophy home
I
one more
think
time.
he's trying to play a couple more games considering the playoffs are coming up here soon. Going to be another play where Red Mountain's having none of it there. Talon Arnett brought down behind the line. Once again, it's going to be another third and long situation here for the Toros.
Now, like I said earlier, those two names, Brady Goodman and Tyler Knight, are the two duos that we're going to be calling their name out a lot today. And those two guys are
Got,
super nice, very honest when I was talking to them.
got trips towards the bottom of your screen there. It's going to be a flag. Red Mountain backing up a little bit, so maybe offside. Let's go ahead. Oh, see, I'm wrong. It's going to be a false start here on Mountain View.
All right, let's see what.
Third and 16 here coming up for the Toros.
Ball on the 38.
Ball on the 38. Goodman takes the snap. Plenty of time to Rook. He's going to go take him himself. Makes a couple guys miss, and it's going to be, oh, shove at the end, though. No flag, it looks like. And it's going to be a fourth down here. Goodman shoved at the end of the play. No flag this time. It's going to be instead a punt coming up here for Mountain View.
I do want to add though, I've been watching like some clips of Mountain View throughout this season, and Goodman does really enjoy running the ball. So we're gonna see a lot of throwing, a lot of running from him. Man of many trades.
Man of many. Listen. In the age of the dual threat quarterback in college and in the pros, you like to see a young dual threat already earning his stripes, so to speak, in the run pass game. Snap is up. Punt looks like it's going to go off without a hitch. Sky high punt. And there's going to be a roughing the punter there. Ball's going to be spotted around the 30. Now, 4th and 14. I believe this is enough yards for a first down here if this is indeed roughing the punter.
I mean, we saw 2 flags thrown over there. So let's see what the ref and the white cap
Let's
said.
see what they end up doing here. Nobody's sitting on any bench right now. No team meetings right now. They're making sure they get this play right. Marching back. Roughing the kicker indeed. Is just going to give him a fresh set down. They're at 4th and 14 here, so let's see where they end up going it. Let's see.
Oh, they're traveling with that ball.
Let's see. Here we go. Spotting it. Looks like it's a 10-yard penalty, I believe. Yes. So not enough for a first down. So the punt team is going to go ahead and come right back out.
Yeah, that's when having just a little bit closer really helps out here.
Especially in the punt.
They got an extra chance, and it just, with those 10 extra yards, it just wasn't enough.
Could be matter. It could be. It could matter. It could, because right now that was spotted around the 25 to 30. Let's see where it ends up going this time. Now they're moving in now. Number 80 moving to the opposite side of the field. This could be an interesting situation. High punt. This is going to be a punt. No fakes here. And this looks like a much better punt. Gonna fall harmless. And let's see where this ends up going. He's going to take it himself off of the bounce. He's going to pay for it right there. It's down at the 25. Big hit for the Toros.
All right, so we see the Mountain Lions come back up on the field as offense. We saw a big run in that first possession of that ball, and it just wasn't enough to make it all the way to the end zone. Ended up kicking for a field goal. They're still up 3-0. Let's see if they can change it a little bit here. They are all the way at the 22-yard line. But
7:34 remaining. That was a quick 5 minutes of football there. Both teams getting a shot with the ball. Red Mountain thus far taking the lead here. Quarterback here. Going to be a run, and this time nothing going there. Going to be a 2nd and 10.
yeah,
Jackson getting stuffed in the backfield.
with only about 7 minutes remaining, like I've seen a lot of people still come on in. I mean, Red Mountain is starting to pack up a little bit. There is not a chair here.
And then we're seeing on the jumbotron on the side. There are so many people here on our Red Mountain View side. I didn't realize how much has been filled up on our side. It is easily a capacity crowd here tonight. Dominic once again going to drop back, strike over the middle of the field, wide open. Going to be down at around the 40 to number two. Cole
Oh,
number two on Red Mountain there. King Robinson, big first down there.
yeah, I was a little worried I didn't see many Red Mountain fans, but you know what? There's a lot of traffic, and you
There's
still
still
see the
so many
line over
cars.
there on the right.
There's
That
so many cars.
so many cars, and
6:35 here. Dominic once again in shotgun, gonna hand it right back. Oh, it's gonna be a little option play they went for. Gonna be a run, and he's gonna be able to break it off down on the 40. This might be 6, 30, 20, 10. Gonna hawk him down. No, he's not gonna be able to make it. Touchdown, Red Mountain. Unable to bring him down in the backfield, and that's gonna bite him in the rear there. 9-0 right now. Kai Jackson not going down and just gallivanting into the end zone. Into
yeah,
the
there was a little stumble there in the end. We didn't know if it was gonna quite count as a touchdown, but we saw the hands go up of the referee to count it. Now Red Mountain is up 9-0, kicking for the extra point right now.
getting set to kick here. Red Mountain View now. Onus is on them to respond here. Barring the PAT, the snap, the hold, the kick is good here. Down 10-0 early. If you're Mountain View, how do you respond to being down quick this early, this quick?
You know, I think they just got to stay calm. They got to, you know what? Yeah, they're down by 10, but hey, there's 6 minutes left of the first quarter. We still have 3 more quarters to go to. Why get down right now? And Mountain View is a strong team. We have seen that in their their stats, their scores this season alone, and that the two teams that they lost to earlier were number one ranked teams at the time. And so I think we're going to see a lot from here, and it's. I want to know what your opinion is. What do you think Mountain View is going to come out right now with?
I think they might see they did get stuff with the run early, a little bit of screenplays, and they're sniffing those out immediately. I personally would like a shot downfield potentially, perhaps maybe a couple passes, get Brady Goodman's arm going so that sets up those dangerous legs.
Yeah, and I think we'll see that for sure in today's game. Either in the first quarter, second quarter, maybe
Hmm.
they just come out and guns blazing in the
Abs-
fourth quarter.
Absolutely. And this is a game, football is a game of tests here. This is the first test here for Mountain View's offense. You're down 10-0 early. How do you respond? 6:19 remaining, 619. Shout out San Diego. Area code there. Getting set to kick off. Arnett in the backfield getting set. Arnett and Galaviz.
Just taking their now they're kicking.
Now we're going. Kick is off. This may be a touchback. Looks like it will be. Getting set for Brady Goodman. Let's see how he responds here. Big number 5 here. Reminiscent of Jaden Daniels, number 5, perhaps, mayhaps. Wonder if there's a connection there. I'm not sure. The committed Aggie, right now Toro, but committed Aggie, taking the field here. Again, the importance of responding to the gut punch thus far from Red Mountain. They got some guys set. You see on the wide receivers, they're already set. They're ready. They're ready. They're ready to go. And they're going to rush up to the line here. Goodman under center here. Takes the snap. Going to be a run play here. Bowling over a couple Mountain Lions. Big run there for about 6 yards. Great start.
Yeah, this is gonna be a good game here. Running down the middle,
Coy
running out the
Bodley.
sides.
Coy Bodley there with the run of their 2nd and 4. Again, they're rushing up to the line. This is how they're going to respond here. Goodman, he's going to take it himself. Big hit in the backfield, maybe getting a yard or two. Going to be 3rd down.
Now Goodman is hard to miss. He's wearing those bright green lime shoes.
The Grinches, I think. Are those Grinches? They may be Grinches.
It's hard to tell from way back here, but we're going to go with yes.
Neon green here. 3rd and 3 here. That's going to be a false start. That will be a false start on Mountain View there.
I believe that number 25.
Max Germain, he had the big hit earlier. This time it's going to be a false start, turning a 3rd and 3, a 3rd and short, and now into a 3rd and long.
He just got super excited. He is ready. He's ready.
He wants this.
He was just ready too early. He had his eye on the prize.
Eye on the prize. Again, 5 minutes remaining, 3rd and 8. Goodman takes the snap here. He's got time to rumble. Might just take it himself, and there's going to be down in the backfield here. Red Mountain is coming out, guns blazing here. 4th down. 40, 48 for Red Mountain on the sack there. Leonidas To'oto with the sack there. That is I know there's an Alabama player. I think it's Henry To'oto. So they related, maybe. I don't know. Couldn't tell you.
We might have to ask later.
This could there you go. That's something we can ask here. Red Mountain coming out here though with a just oodles of energy right now. Mountain View trying to weather the storm here, and thus far nothing going their way. 4 minutes 30 seconds snap. The whole little bit of a slow punt, and that was partially blocked, I believe. It's going to be around the 40, down at around the 43. That was either a sky-high kick or that was deflected in some way. But look at the field position Red Mountain starting with.
That was a little close to roughing the kicker a little
Another
bit. That
one?
was
Another one. They're sending the dogs here, or the Lions, I guess. Excuse me.
yeah. You don't want to mess with the mountain lions,
I
but
guess.
then you also have the toros on the other side too.
Well, right now,
Two teams you don't want to mess with.
I listen. If you're in the wild and I had the choice between facing a toro and a mountain lion, I think I just lay down and just whatever happens, happens.
I would do the same thing. I would act like I am a lot faster than I would be, and I would, or maybe I would probably stand still, and hopefully they don't see me.
Hopefully not. Dominic once again in shotgun here with excellent field position at the 43. Motioning over. I believe that's going to be a false start here. Off of the motion. Let's see what they end up doing. No, it's going to be encroachment. I've gotten all of the penalties wrong here. Oh, no, we're going back. No, I was right. See, I was right. I know ball.
They're thinking a little bit. They were going back and forth.
To see
They decided.
It's going to be indeed a false start. Off of that motion there. And then I believe the wide receiver ended up moving just a little bit. I believe that's what the call is going to be there. Referees convening. See, last week when I was doing the Yonker game, they had pink flags because it's Breast Cancer Awareness
That's
Month.
awesome.
It's great, but a lot of the players had like pink accessories.
Yes, pink towels.
Pink
Yep.
towels. So every time I see the pink flag, I'm like, whose accessory is on the flag? Oh, it's a flag. So,
Oh, the ball is moving again.
All right, so let's see. You saw us right back, and it looks like it is going to be encroachment on Red Mountain, making it a 1st and 5. Back and forth, like a pendulum.
Exactly.
Looks like they're going to go ahead and decide that is the call there, and indeed it will be here. Dominic and they're going to run that same little motion play. Let's see how Mountain View adapts to that. Had a couple of penalties thus far. Dominic dropping back, plenty of time. Shot one-on-one down the middle, and it's going to be a touchdown for Red Mountain. Amian Wyndham there, and it's all Red Mountain here thus far. What a play.
That was a big throw right there. The little look back, catch, run.
Plenty of time to throw, one-on-one coverage. You couldn't draw it up better there. And it's all Red Mountain, 16-0, barring the PA2. 4:14 remaining. Low snap. Does not matter. It's going to be 17-0. Red Mountain again coming out, guns blazing here.
Yeah, that was kicker number 22, Chase Pitzer, as he has made three
Quick
perfect kicks today.
field goal and two
Field goal and two
PATs.
extras.
And two touchbacks as well, giving them great field position on the defensive side at least here. Now you're down 17.
I was
Mount,
just about to bring this question back onto you. You asked me last time. I want to go with your your knowledge. If we've seen Mountain View play, you're now down 17-0. 4 minutes left. What are your thoughts?
I would say get his arm going. You don't want to abandon the run here, and you've had some flashes with the run, but they're selling out hard to stop the run, and it's showing here on the Red Mountain side here. Don't go too crazy, nothing down the field, maybe some middle of the field shots. Get to the guys that you know are going to be open, your check downs, and get to work down the field here.
Yeah, Red Mountain has really worked on their defense this past week, and you can see it.
Now, an additional thing I should note here, Mountain View is coming off a bye week. So do you think potentially there's some rust here happening in the beginning part stages of this game?
You know what? I think that could play a part in it. As yes, they did have a bye week, yet you still have practices, not as hardcore. And I believe they just got off of fall break recently too.
Correct.
So you're going into that as well. So a lot of these things are adding up. So maybe it is just gonna take a little bit of warming up to do for Goodman's arm.
Absolutely. It's going
But
to
I've
be
seen it before. I know I'm gonna see it tonight. We're just gonna it's gonna give him a couple plays.
a little bit of motion in the backfield to start. It's going to be another run, churning those legs and getting maybe a yard or two. Going to be a 2nd and 8 coming up here. One-sided battle thus far. Mountain View looking to respond here. Another quick run to the line. Takes the snap. Going to be some play action here. Goodman immediately faces some pressure. Falls harmlessly to the ground. That could have been a house call. That was very close to being a house call for Red Mountain. It's going to be 3rd and long now.
If my eyes are correct, it looked like it was a block from number 6 on Red Mountain.
Number zero,
Zero.
zero. Cornet,
Tyreek.
Tyreek Cornet there. 3:45, 3rd and 8 here. The pression starting to mount here. Going to roll him out to his left. Take a shot down the field. That's a PI if I ever seen it. On Galaviz going for the pass, and he's yanked to the ground immediately.
Well, there's that arm we were talking about.
Very nice shot. Very good throw. They're automatically moving up. They already know the call. That is the PI of PIs right there. They have
Absolutely.
sponsored first downs here. Did I hear that correctly?
Oh yeah.
They got the whole setup here. This is just an FCS college game at this point.
Well,
Shoot.
you see all these banners around the stadium.
All the sponsors. This is a granted I do know the legendary status of the Mountain View program. I went here. So I am aware of the importance, the prestige of this program. But shoot, it has been amazing to see the growth thus far. Goodman just going to take it himself down to the 50. Almost had a straight shot to the end zone. Instead, it's going to be a big first down. Mountain View's offense starting to wake up.
There's that arm we were talking about, that run game we were talking about. I think we've awoken the beast.
It could be. Could
He is
be.
up.
Look at that. And again, just look at him go. Blast up the middle. Again, if he's able to break that tackle, that's huge. Goodman is going to take it himself. Pressure coming. Pump fakes. Shots to the corner right there. Big first down once again. And here he goes. Ziggy Galaviz. Big first down offense. Now starting to churn here. Stampede starting to kick. This is in Lion King, you know, when Simba's in the valley. This is when the rocks start coming down. This is where you start to see
I'm,
some bulls
I'm picking up what
barreling
you're putting
down.
down.
Gonna go for another one of those plays. Goodman taking it himself. There he goes. Another big gain there.
They're just making their way down here.
Red Mountain, the Mountain Lions on their heels here. Damage control, restoration, first down. Look at that. First, it's going to be a second down. Oh, no, they're going to call it. That's a first down. Look at that. 3 straight first downs. And Red Mountain going to go ahead and take a timeout here to try and assess what the damage is thus far. What has changed in this offense to get them going? 17 nothing, but Mountain View is driving here.
Yeah, in the past, in this possession of ball that they've had compared to the last ones, Mountain View or Red Mountain has really been good at like stopping them with their defense. And here I think they've kind of gotten used or Brady Goodman has opened up his arm. He's
Mm-hmm.
found the pockets to run and just spots that Red Mountain couldn't stop them.
Absolutely. And again, getting the ball into your best athlete's hands. Talon Arnett, Ziggy Gelavides, and then of course Brady Goodman. Getting the ball into your playmakers' hands and let them work. That's what's made this drive successful thus far. And of course, the PI. But that could be the momentum swing that Mountain Views was looking for. That could be exactly what they were looking for here. Again, very important. They need to get some points on the board here to try and limit the damage in this first quarter.
Teams come back on the field, ready to start
Good,
after that timeout.
Goodman in shotgun. Once again, motioning over his running back. More motion. It's going to be Arnett in motion down the sideline. Goodman rolling out to his right. He's just going to take it himself, and he's got room to rumble down to the 10. And look at him go, man. He's turning this offense, this defensive unit for Red Mountain into his own here. Going to be straight into the red zone now. This is huge for Mountain View.
Yeah, this is exactly what Mountain View wanted here to turn this game around. You're down by 17. Quick hustle.
Goodman taking it under shotgun this time. This is going to be a run play now. Rumbling past the 5. Legs churning. This time, no breakaway like there was last time on the Red Mountain side. It's going to be a second and goal here from around the 5. It loved the 4. It's going to be spotted around the 4 here.
Yeah, that was a hard stop by the Red Mountain defense.
Now I'm just looking at the defensive front. They're kind of showing here. There's one-on-one coverage at the top of your screen there. You can see that. He's going to roll it, and he's going to take it himself. Deflects it off of their wide receiver's hands. It's going to be third down. And here we go. Very, very crucial third down coming up here for the Toros.
Yeah, I think they're gonna.
I believe Arnett was the intended target there, and it just ricocheted off of him.
Yeah, Mountain Line was in the way and able to tip it off.
Third down here, lined up towards the right side in a power formation here. The 2 wide receivers towards the top of your screen here. Goodman was under center. Now he's dropping back to shotgun. Goodman's going to take it himself, and he's going to scamper across the goal line. Mountain View gets on the board here. It's going to be 6-17. Toros, welcome to the game here, Brady Goodman.
This is it. This is what we've been talking about. This is where his stats have come in at. And like we said earlier, his stats don't lie, and he was able to just run that right in, put that hand in,
Get the
get
ball,
that touchdown.
getting the ball into your top athlete's hands and just let him work. Fireworks just went off, by the way. It is homecoming.
I don't think those are fireworks. I think those
Oh,
are.
I think this is like chalk, right? This is
Yes.
chalk. Okay. Hold, snap, kick is up, kick is good. Mountain View gets on the board here, 17-7. Now it's on the defense to get the ball right back into their hands.
Yeah, this is Mountain View's homecoming night, homecoming game. You got Mountain View, or you have homecoming tomorrow, big game today. That's why it is a packed house. They're in all white. Chalk is flying in all sorts of colors. And Mountain View just scored. Still down by 10.
Look at at least in front of us, we got the white, we got the red, we got the blue. I like that.
We got the school colors flying.
I got the school colors flying around here. 17-7 here, getting set to kick. The important part here, if you're Mountain View's defense, again, getting the stop is huge. You want to give your offense as many chances as they can, at least in this first half, to score, because you get the ball back in the second half. You do get the ball back. So trying to surmount, you don't have to surmount this whole deficit all in one swoop. But Just slowly work your way back up.
Exactly. Don't take your foot off the gas.
Kickoff is up and going straight into the end zone. It's going to be a touchback, and we're getting set for the Red Mountain offense. Big plays thus far. Big plays from them thus far. You had the last play they were out here, that was that beautiful pass into the end zone for the Mountain Lions. You had that breakaway run, and of course, you had the incredible opening kickoff return, taking it all the way down to the 20, getting 3 points out of it, but that could be the difference here at the end of the game, those 3 points.
Oh yeah, you see it a lot happen in high school, college football, where it's just like if we would have gotten that touchdown, if we would have had that field goal, it would have looked like a different game.
Absolutely here. Dominic once again in shotgun. Let's see what Mountain View's defensive front has in store this time. It's going to be a screenplay for it. Looks like he got the first down there. He might be a little short. Yet the chains are moving. It's going to be a first down there. Myron Christensen bringing him down there for the tackle. 1:51 remaining here in the first quarter. An action-packed first quarter, to say the least here.
They did get that first down too.
They did indeed get the first down here. 138 in counting. Dominic in shotgun here. Again, showing blitz there, on almost able to read the screenplay on the pick. Instead, number 4 is going to just meet him in the backfield there for Mountain View. That's going to be Cash Skousen there, making it a second and long coming up. Almost second 14. Cash Skousen. That's a name. That's Nordic. That sounds Nordic. Like a Viking name.
I could see that.
Could see that. Second and 13 here. Look at the unique fronts Red Mountain is showing here. It's made them a powerful program. Going to be a quick curl route there. A little comeback. It's going to be third down and short. Great play to shorten up that down a distance there.
I will say that was a good catch by number 6. Looks like it was a
great throw. That was just excellent
turn.
play. Just turns around. That ball's already waiting for him.
Yep, but Ator was right there to
bring him down for a
down and out.
Big third down here. 51 seconds coming in here. Looks like it might be an encroachment, and a third down turns into a first down here for Red Mountain.
Encroachment on the toes. 5-yard
penalty. Encroachment, the word of the day here in terms for penalties. Encroachment. 2 thus far here in the first quarter here. They are going to need to clean that up if they're going to want to make that comeback. 37 seconds remaining here. Couple more plays here in this half. There is a shirtless man in the student section. And it looks, is that encroachment? That's another encroachment. Word of the day, that's number 3. Number 3 encroachment for Mountain View.
When you start like a tally list on how many.
5-yard penalty here on number 12 here. Vinny Uradi drawing them offsides there. For Mountain View. Excuse me. 14 seconds. This may be the final play of the quarter. Dominic
running it down to
taking it down to the end of the first quarter here. The Battle of Brown Road continues. 17-7. Red Mountain with the lead.
In 2019, the JV Sports Show podcast began with the idea of spotlighting young people in our community. In time, that podcast evolved into radio, television, and live stream, and through that evolution, new ideas have enhanced delivery, giving a stage to students both in front of and behind the microphone in Arizona and beyond. Thank you for supporting the Varsity Sports Show, now the Varsity Media Foundation, a 501c3 educational organization. Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sports Show.
Welcome back to Jesse Parker Field, where the Battle of Brown Road continues. Red Mountain with the ball here, 1st and 5. The Mountain Lions coming out guns blazing in the first quarter and looking to continue their offensive success here on 1st and 5. Taking the snap there. Going to be a big run for Jackson, grumbling for a quick first down. If you're Mountain View in this situation, offense, defense is on their heels right now. What are you saying? What if you're the coach? What are you saying to your team right now?
I would. I think it's more about like just stay in it. Don't get too worked up. Go back to practice. What did we practice and practice this week and apply it on the field? This is what that whole week is in preparation for.
Trust your preparation. I like that. I do like that here. Second, and it looks like it's 2nd and 1, so he did not end up getting the first down here. Looking like they were going for an encroachment call here. Jackson's just going to take the first down. Unable, if he was able to stay balanced, he could have blasted another touchdown down the seam there. But instead, it's going to be a first down here into Toro territory.
Yeah, just making their way, inching it a little bit. I mean, they still have that first down. But we're in a new quarter now.
New quarter. Mountain View looking to respond here. 10:45, a minute is already passed. Showing blitz here. Going to drop back. Going to be a quick screen play. Getting maybe a 5-yard gain there. 2nd and 5 coming up.
Yeah, that was thrown to number 4, Jay Williams, but he had 2-3 Toros right there ready to stop him, and that's exactly what they did. Williams just couldn't push through.
2nd and 6 coming up. Red Mountain playing a little more, not passive, but they're not as aggressive as they were here. I say that they're in shotgun once again. Going to be another check down, and this time it's going to be 3rd down here. Big 3rd down coming up. Not really, again, but going back to it, no throws down the field. A lot of runs, a lot of quick screen plays. If the play's not there, quick check down. Nothing down the field since that touchdown. See if they go ahead and go for that this time. On 3rd and 6 here, the entire playing field is entirely localized on the left side of the field here coming up. Dominic in shotgun. They looked like they were looking for an encroachment call. That would have been the 4th of the game there on Mountain View. Dominic in shotgun takes the snap, fires it at the sticks. Big first down for Red Mountain as they're going to move those chains. Excellent throw there. Excellent catch and just falling forward for those extra yards there.
That's exactly what they wanted here. We're probably getting a little scared with that 3rd down. I mean, just crouching up a little bit. So let's see what they do 1st down here.
Going to be another screen play there. Big hit at the end of the play there. It's going to be a 2nd and 10 there. Again, a lot of screens now for Red Mountain. And it looks like Mountain View starting to sniff that out. See if they're able to put together a couple of defensive stops and get themselves off the field here. Playing over our heads here. Very close to the ground.
And I would just like to reiterate again, if you guys are watching from home, you can't see what I'm seeing because you can, but
yeah,
there are so many people here. You
it
don't
is.
realize how important this game is.
This is the most packed high school game I've seen in a while. Going to be another run for Jackson, taking it across over the edge, and he's just going to gallivant across the 1st down line and then some into the red zone. Red now knocking on the door here.
Yeah, that was Jackson again, just running, and then he
Running,
was
running, and
pushed to the
running, running.
side. But I was talking with head coach of Mountain View, Andy Litton, and I was asking him like, what is this Battle on Brown trophy, this little friendly rivalry mean to you? And he was just like, this is exactly what high school is all about.
Hmm.
And this is his favorite rivalry game.
Another handoff to Jackson. This time, Toro's sniffing it out there. Going to be a second and long coming up here. Second and goal situation here. So at this point, the hope is to bend and not break here. Limit them to a field goal, keeping it a 2-possession game. That is the hope. That is the goal here. And again, it is a packed crowd. We cannot overstate how many people are here. It is packed to the
But
gills.
not just for Mountain View. I mean, like you've said it earlier, when we were at games and the away side is pretty bare.
But this time,
Not
no,
today. It
it
is standing room only.
absolutely here. Going to be second and down here. Some motion once again from Red Mountain. Going to be a toss play to Jackson, who's been very successful today, but not on that play. There, ball comes out. Ref's coming over. There is a fumble.
Still deciding.
This is in.
Pulling
Oh,
men off the dog pile.
let's see what ended up happening here. Pulling
Waiting
people off.
for the look.
And Mountain View's getting hype. It is a turnover, and that's exactly what the Toros needed. Mountain View ball.
That is the excitement. What the Toros wanted here. You see, once they had the arm go, these players were up and jumping. A new spark at life here
And
for the
there we
Toros.
go. That is exactly what you needed here. Bend, don't break. This time, just popping that football out yourself, taking it yourself. Ball will be spotted at the 6, so it's no easy feat to kind of escape here. But the
Now,
important thing here is you prevented them from scoring.
you prevented them from scoring. They are a little far from to their end zone, but
And now they're rushing to the line once again. Very successful with that in the last drive. Getting some room to work there, like a tush push of sorts. Getting maybe a yard or two. Again, maybe getting some room to work in that backfield.
yeah, we've seen the arm and the running game of Brady Goodman here. So I think I think he will bring his team, his offensive team, out of this little sticky situation
The shadow of their end zone
on the
there
8-yard line, a little too close for comfort.
a little bit. Again, rushing right to the line. Going to be second and 8 here. Going to be a pass wide open down the sideline. Big catch. Oh, and it pops out right at the end. What a defensive play. Had the ball in his hands and just a little pop, just let the ball go flying. And all of a sudden, a big first down turns into 3rd and 8.
That was a huge catch for the Toros, but if you don't hold on to it tight enough or lose control for a millisecond, someone's right behind you, you're going to lose grip of that ball real fast.
Good offense, better defense. Now it's 3rd and 8 here. In the shadow of their end zone, Goodman's going to take it himself, roll out, take a shot to Big Ziggy here, and it's going to be a first down with plenty of room now, but there is a flag.
I was just about to say I saw yellow towel roll out, so let's see what this is about.
Mountain View staying on there. That's around this side of the field. So this could be a penalty on Red Mountain. See what they end up calling here. Penalty is going to be declined. So it was on Red Mountain. And now they're sitting at the 25. Plenty of room to work now. Run your regular offense here. Goodman in the backfield. Shotgun. Going to be a flag here. Might be. Let's see what they end up doing here. False start.
There's a little scramble on both sides trying to get to the ball.
These pre-snap penalties are starting to add up for Mountain View, though. We talked about the 3 encroachments. I believe that's 2 false starts now on Mountain View. Total of 5 pre-snap penalties just from that side of the ball, from the pre-snap part of the game here. Goodman set 1st and 15 here. Going to be a run play. Big hit. Stonewalled there. Maybe a yard, if that. It's going to be 2nd and 14 there. What a play. Just stonewalled him there. Big 56 on Red Mountain, making the stop there.
He had the eye to go right through, but that
Drew
the Red Mountain.
Vander Linden, just a stone wall there. Goodman once again rolling out. Gonna go ahead and take it himself and watch those legs work, getting maybe 2 or 3 yards or making it a once again third and long situation.
Now in this position, your head coach,
Mm-hmm.
Brady Goodman, we know has the arm, we know has the running game. He can pass it to. He's got some good options out there. You're pretty far away from your end zone. What are you doing here?
Nothing too risky because you are still in Red Mountain territory. But again, get the ball in the hands of your best athlete there. And look at what they do. They do just that. What a game thus far for Goodman, taking a quick strike to Ziggy Galaviz. He's had an excellent first half here. Been targeted a lot, actually.
Another big name we've heard quite often in this first half. Ziggy.
Ziggy Galaviz here. Now on the 40, going to be a little play action play, and Goodman's just going to take it himself, take it down to around the 49-yard line for a second and short here. Now, you're talking about if I were the head coach here, second and short, taking a shot down the field here. That's something I would do here.
I could see it. That's a very valid play that I could see Coach Litton do, given the trust of Goodman here.
Goodman rolling out to his right. Going to take the quick, easy first down. Just reset the chains, give your downs. I also like that play too.
It's always nice to throw in a fresh set of downs there, especially when you're on second down, third down.
The offense is starting to roll here, so don't mess with what's working here. Ziggy Galaviz having an excellent first half here. Once again, 6 minutes, 20 seconds. Some motion over here. What Red Mountain was doing earlier with that little two-man motion off the line. Arnett this time going to take it, and he's got plenty of room to rumble for a quick first down. This offense is churning now.
I mean, from the start at the 8-yard line to now you're about at the 35 here. You're
Driving
you're
down the
driving,
field.
you're moving. I didn't
Yeah.
make sure my yards were correct.
This is already an incredible drive thus far here. Goodman in shotgun once again. Motions over some time. Again, all of this motion just trying to diagnose what the defense is showing here on this play. Going to be a handoff, maybe a yard or two.
And that was a quick stop by the Red Mountain defense.
Maybe that's something they need as well. That's something they're looking for now. They're on their own heels, trying to get them off the field. Leonidas To'oto making the stop there.
And we
Gonna
have
be-
5 minutes left of the first half already. That's a game.
We are blazing through here. Goodman taking a shot down the field into double coverage, and it's picked off.
I believe that is what we call an interception.
Indeed, that is here. Taking a shot down the field into double coverage. And Red Mountain's going to take over, killing the drive and all that momentum with it.
Now let's find the silver lining here. We unfortunately Toros just gave Mountain View not Mountain View. Toros just gave Red Mountain the ball back, but they're on the 2-yard line.
They are on the 2. So
They've got a whole lot of yards to go, but we did see the Toros do it.
just did that.
So, and they are in the end zone. You don't want to let go of that ball, and then this crowd is going to erupt.
Absolutely here.
So let's see what the offense has here for Red Mountain. Let's see if the defense of the Toros can stop them. Maybe get the ball back in their own end zone.
Interesting to see what they do here, setting up shop from the 2. Dominic in his own end zone. It's now Red Mountain's turn to fear the shadow of their own goalposts. Going to be a handoff to Jackson, and it's going to be a quick stop here. Maybe getting a yard. Let's see where they end up spotting him. Darius Grayson Courts. That is a sophomore. That is their leading rusher. this season. Darius Grayson Courts coming into the game. Now, I believe Jackson may have overtaken him with those 2 big runs, but now it's 2nd and 11. You're at the 1 now.
You
Se-
got pushed back a yard. So
Look at that. They got the big boys coming in. Look at that.
this is
Mountain View.
this is interesting.
Let's see if they can
I might
try.
have to stand up to watch this.
There
People
is.
are on their feet.
This is a very, very important play here. Looking for a sneak play there.
I did
There's
see
a
a flag.
flag. This could be a false start.
Jinx.
False start. Backing them out half a yard.
Because that's
So
all
now,
they can go.
but now you're on, instead of the 1 yard line, now you're on the half-yard line. So this is where you just got to bring your big boys in. Bring someone into the backfield, make a play.
This is some good stuff. I haven't seen this in our internship yet that we have had here in this fall semester.
Fair.
So I'm excited to see
Uh,
what happens. Who comes
Second,
out on top.
2nd down here. The entire Red Mountain offense lining up in their own end zone here. Mountain Lion's going to take a timeout here. I respect the call here. Just making sure they have the right play call here because this is very dangerous territory.
Yeah, this is also good for Mountain View too to take that timeout, think about what their approach is to this as they're on the half-yard line here.
Half-yard line here. Again, but here's the risk though. You can't send all your guys all out because all it takes is just a flick over everybody's heads. Someone's sitting right in the middle and everyone just got sent, right?
You have a wide open field to run. That
This-
is a good point.
Very infamously, Derrick Henry did just that. It was a big run play against the Jaguars when he was a Titan, all the way in his own end zone, right? Takes the ball, finds some space, and it is a track meet, just taking guys with him. So it's interesting to see if Red Mountain has potentially a Derrick Henry play in him.
Yeah, both teams take on the field. Everybody is about to stand on their feet. I might too if I need to see what's going on.
I am craning my head over as well here, and look at all of the guys on the line here. It is a full packed house, not only in the crowd but on the field. Taking it himself, getting out of the end zone, but maybe getting a yard or two. Now it's third down.
He went out there. Mountain View had a hard runoff, but then the Toros were just right there. You got 3 guys just ready to stop him.
Absolutely. 3rd and 9 now, so you're spotted at the 3. The big thing here for Mountain View is you won't want them to gain as many more yards because now that they're being forced to potentially punt here in the shadow of their own red zone. But you got to get to that point here to begin with. 3rd and 9 here. This would be a huge stop if they're able to come up with it. 3:20 remaining here in the second half. This whole quarter has just shown up without a light, and he's met in the backfield, unable to bring him down. This time he's being brought down the backfield. Made a stop. That could have been a safety though, and you could tell. Oh, he wanted that bad.
Oh yeah, they were.
Disaster averted though. If you're Red Mountain.
Yeah, I had my eyes on that quarterback, and he was ready to get down at once, and then try to do that little turn. Then he was almost at it again. Was able to run up, and now ball's back at the 2-yard line.
Just a spooky play. This whole drive in general, every play has been like, I'm terrified. What is about to happen here?
Well, we started talking about it around the 5-minute mark, maybe a little bit more, and we're down to the 3.
3:05.
We're about to head into halftime.
Now look at this situation here. Look at where he's lining up to receive this punt, around the 40. Look at where he's fielding this punt. He is on the literal edge of the end of the out of bounds here.
Absolutely.
One step. This is a safety, so this is very important. Takes a snap. Snap is up. This is a sky high punt, fielding it at around the 39, and you're essentially getting the field position you got when you threw the pick. So continue on.
This is a great position to be at if you are a Toro. This is we saw in the first quarter, but flipped side where the Toros had a sky high kick, given the Mountain Lions a easy run in. Now it's the Toros' turn with this new face of life right here that they had. The little that were tucked in the corner back here. Good defense.
That felt like a side quest. That whole drive
That was a
felt
whole
like
side quest.
that was just a side quest. But now we're free and we're back to back to the game here.
And we got 2 minutes, 58 seconds on the clock. That is still a whole lot of time for the Toros to score here.
That's an eternity, especially with this field position. Goodman in the backfield once again trying to shake off the interception. Strike right down the middle, wide open, into the 10, into the red zone. What a strike. That's the sophomore Teo Weeks. I was looking to call his name here tonight.
That was a massive play the Toros wanted. I knew I could see it. You have Brady Goodman's arm. You're at near the 40-yard line. Now you're at the 10.
Shotgun once again here. Goodman takes it. Shotgun, plenty of time to work. Pocket collapsing. He's just going to take it himself. Takes a shot. Wide open. Touchdown, Toros. What a play. Just taking his feet. Pocket collapses. Takes it himself and just ties his man right in the middle. Fireworks going off. Touchdown, Toros.
This is exactly what they wanted. I mean, from that interception that we saw around the 5 minutes, and now you just brought them like the sky high kick, bringing them in. Here they are. We're 13-17, about to kick for that extra point, only making it a field goal game.
Talon Arnett with the incredible, just finding that his quarterback was scrambling. Brady Goodman wide open, easy touchdown. Penalty though, encroachment once again.
There's our word of the day.
Word of the day, encroachment. I'm going to Google exactly what that means. You're going to find out at the beginning of the second half the meaning of encroachment.
Stay tuned.
Specifically, what is the Merriam-Webster dictionary definition? PAT. Now they're going for two here. Goodman going to take it himself and just gallivant right into the end zone for the 2-point conversion.
That was an easy 2-point if I've ever seen one before.
Can you believe it was 17-0 earlier?
I was thinking the exact same thing. I remember us having the conversation. You're down 17-0. What would Andy Litton do? And now
that just sits and waits, delivers the strike. Beautiful play from the Toros there. Goodman and Arnett, the most valuable connection. And all of a sudden, now it's on the Mountain Lions to respond here. Now, important to note, Red Mountain elected to defer here. So they're not getting the ball. It's going to be Mountain View ball. With 2 minutes and 32 seconds, you only have what? A timeout left? 2 minutes and 32 seconds. It's very imperative for the Mountain Lions to try and get some points on the board here. And then likewise, Mountain View getting the stop here would be important.
Absolutely. That is a very good point here.
Shot. Dances into the end zone. Touchback. What?
All right.
We talked about this in the beginning being a heavyweight fight, right?
Yes.
Red Mountain delivered the first punch.
Absolutely.
Mountain View's delivered the second punch.
Right out the gate.
Right out the gate. What happens next?
Man. I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, I was hoping going into this game this would be back and forth, and at the first quarter I was like, I don't know what's happening here. I know Goodman is out there. He was warming up. And now you see him running, throwing all over the place with a lot of people by his side. So, and the Toros are now down by 2.
Going to be a quarterback. Oh, fumble! Ball's loose! Mountain View looks like they recovered it! And the momentum keeps on rolling Mountain View's way! They're going to get the ball at the 20-yard line. Oh my goodness!
This is crazy.
Oh my goodness!
So not only do they get the ball now at the 20-yard line,
they have a chance to take the lead here going into the half.
And then they get the ball back again coming into after the half.
What in the world?
This was a big mess up on Red Mountain. They really needed to hold on to that ball and add to their points if they wanted to secure something going into the half. And this is not what they had in mind.
The pressure is mounting now. Goodman again on the rollout, taking it down. It's going to be, it looks like Weeks on the catch there. Going to be a first down from the 5. Again, look at on the run. I haven't seen a high school quarterback look this good on the run like this at all this season. The hype around Brady Goodman is real, folks. Under center, Goodman gonna take it himself. A little bit of a trick play, kind of, sorta, trying to pretend like they were just, it was a little tush push. This time it didn't work, making me a second down here.
I'm not too worried though.
I'm not worried at all, and I
I'm
think
not worried at all with it being second down and the ball at the 5. Are you kidding?
absolutely 156, 155, excuse me. I wouldn't be shocked if Mountain View kind of takes this time down, takes this down as much as they can here. Goodman with the play action, unable to connect there. Off the play action play there, looking for tight. I believe that was looking for the tight end there. Big third down situation here from number 40. Excuse me, number 40 on Mountain View. That was the intended target.
Sterling Staple.
Sterling Staple. What great! There's a lot of great names.
That just flows.
Just Sterling
Staple.
Staple. 3rd and 7 here. Goodman takes the snap, fires it, wide open, dances into the end zone. Touchdown, Toros! Taking the lead. They were down 17-0, and now they take the lead before the end of the half.
Now this is really a battle we have here.
It's just unbelievable what I'm seeing here. Getting set for the PAT, 21-17 barring the PAT. Goodman just looked incredible here in the second quarter, barring the pick. But erase that. He's been incredible. PAT's up. Line drive. 22-17 with 139 remaining.
Kick is good by number 15, John Gerard.
And then let's take a look here at this play here. Goodman rolls out wide open, and he's just wide open all by his lonesome. Arnett. What a play. So we have a touchdown to Arnett. We have the Goodman run in. I believe that's 2 Arnett touchdowns, if I'm not mistaken. Is that correct?
Yes.
2 Arnett touchdowns, and then the Goodman run into himself. So 21 points, or excuse me, 18 points, the 2 PATs, and then the second 2-point try. What an incredible bounce back. It looked all Red Mountain to start this game, folks. This is 22 unanswered.
And this is one team that, talking about the Toros here, you do not want, as an opposing team, you do not want to put your foot off the gas because they will take every second and maneuver their way in. No matter if they are second down or third down, they will throw and find a way to get the chains rolling back and a first down.
Line drive kick. Going to be a touchback. Now, the important thing for Red Mountain now, you're feeling it is not going your way right now. 139. You just fumbled earlier, so the idea of maybe running it to try to keep it safe is now under jeopardy. This is almost impossible conditions here to end this second half. It's going to be interesting to see what the Mountain Lions do in response to this.
Could this be like maybe a frustration like build up? You
Could
know,
be.
you
Could
fumbled
be.
on your last possession of the ball. Maybe they're so frustrated that they're just gonna throw it out the gate here with, mind you, a minute 39 seconds
Minute
left.
39. They're looking to draw off try to go for the encroachment there. Trying to draw them off sides. Nothing going. You're hearing the crowd start to elevate in noise here. All the smoke from the fireworks. What a setting here, folks. Takes the snap. Dominic going to be a quick little screenplay. And met immediately by a stampede of Toros.
Yeah,
Gonna be
couldn't find that
second down.
open spot for the Mountain Lions, and you, like you said, you had 3 Toros ready to stomp them down.
1:20 remaining here. 80 seconds left here in the first half here. What an electric first half here. And we got a whole minute to go. 2nd and 7 here. Dominic and shotgun. Takes the snap. Pressure coming. And it's going to be a sack. Look at number 24. Flex those muscles. Big sack there. Cannon Rabin there. Cannon Rabin there. Just take a quick look at that once again. Pocket collapses. Here he comes. Look at him go. Third down. We have also timeout sponsored here. This is just an FCS game. This is insane.
Now we have to think of like Mountain View has been around for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I should know the year, but I do not.
A lot of state titles with this
A
program.
lot of state titles. When they opened, I think it was 2 or 3 years. Bam, state title in
Mm-hmm.
their pocket, and then they just had the ball rolling after that for a couple years. Went into a bit of a quiet spell for a while, and then these Mountain View Toros come from out of nowhere last year and make it all the way to the state championship. Ended up losing, but that's okay. They made it all the way there, which was so cool
Insane.
for them, and I am sure they are trying to make this same comeback this year.
All I know is that when I played here, I wish we were this good. Oh my goodness. I wish we were this good because just the return to form, I think, is just incredible to see. Again, you're talking about the old days with Joe Germain and Todd Heap. You had Max Hall play here for a while. All incredible players.
Some
It,
players that went to play in the NFL themselves.
Todd Heap, Joe Germain was the quarterback on Ohio State who beat Arizona State in that Rose Bowl that we all don't like to mention here. But 52 seconds remaining. Another quick strike. Mountain View meeting him once again. It's going to be fourth down here. Flag at the end, though. Turning a third and now into could be a fresh set of downs here. Looks like it's going to be a penalty on number 21 on Mountain View. Going to be a penalty on Myron Christensen. We've called his name a little bit here for some incredible tackles. 46 seconds remaining.
Oh, they're moving that ball up quite a bit. That 40-yard line.
Turning a third and now into a fresh set of downs now. So Mountain View, we're not out of the half yet.
Hey, we like fresh set of downs.
We do like fresh set of
Maybe not on our opposing team, but for Toros, we like fresh set of downs.
Rolling out here, Dominic. Plenty of time, sending it downfield. There's one-on-one coverage. Tips it over. That was almost picked off. Number 4 for Mountain View. Cash Skousen there. Tips it over. That could have been crazy.
That would have been.
6 for Red Mountain was the intended target. Amian Wyndham there. Wyndham, I believe, had the big gain too at around the early part of the game. There's been so many scores and incredible big plays at this point. It's hard to keep track. 7 seconds though. Second and long now.
Yeah, that was a good throw by Dom, but just
wasn't enough. The home run shot. This time it's going to be a shot in the middle of the field. This time he's going to be rumbling across the midfield marker down to the 44-yard line. Riker with the big reception there for first down. Time ticking though, 26 seconds and counting. Dominic takes a snap, a little bit of a low snap. He's going to roll out to his left. Dominic takes a strike. Was he able to come down with it? Incomplete pass. Stopping the clock there with 18 seconds. Second down here. Oh my God. There's a lot of adjectives we used to describe this game. You know what this feels like?
I'm listening.
Playoff game.
Oh, it's definitely giving.
This feels like a playoff game.
I mean, it's standing room only here.
Standing room only here. These are two open ranked teams. The ramifications of this game cannot be understated, folks.
It is 22-17. Toros up on top when they were down 17-0 in the first quarter.
22 unanswered.
But the Mountain Lions aren't giving up quite yet.
Dominic takes a snap. Pressure folding in. Little comeback route. Going to be an incomplete pass with 11 seconds. Now third down here. This is where you start to play a little more prevent defense, especially with that home run shot they attempted earlier. Look, there we go. You can see the Toro defense. At least you can see on the screen. There's only three Toro defenders on the line there. Everyone's kind of spread out, making sure nothing over the head. Nothing over the head here.
They know exactly what's about to happen here.
Get 11 seconds here. Maybe a time, not one timeout remaining. Could be. You could
11 seconds.
That is not a lot of time here. Dominic takes the snap. Pressure coming. Meet him in the backfield, and the Mountain View Toros have taken off here. Number 2, Brody Anderson with the sack here. We're going into halftime here. All Toros, 22-17. What a half.
This was crazy. I mean, like, but right before we head out into our halftime and everything, like, what a game we've just watched. This is only half the time. Game started an hour and 15 minutes ago.
It feels like an eternity.
This is crazy. We have seen good play on both sides of the field. Some major plays. Some interceptions on both sides.
Insane. Turnovers galore.
Fumbles.
It's been a crazy half, and we have one more crazy half to go.
Don't go anywhere.
Don't go anywhere, folks. Again, Mountain View 22, Red Mountain 17. Second half incoming.
Hello, folks. J.R. Lambright here, where Friday nights are filled with diesel and desperation. They're the fire, the homecoming moms, the sense that your town's fate rides on a spiral throw. But the path to glory, the one that ends in Arlington, is not a feeling. It's a formula. We talk about heart and grit, but when the non-district schedule ends and the district bell rings, everything becomes cold math. The University Interscholastic League, the rule makers, make it brutally simple. For every major class, from 2A all the way up to 5A, the district is a 4-team tournament. And that's where the math gets tricky. Once those 4 are decided, they split into 2 brackets. Division 1 and Division 2, based on enrollment. The 2 biggest schools go to D1, the 2 smallest to D2. It's a system designed to give every school a fairer shot, creating 2 state champions for almost every class. So as the season nears its end, who's punching a ticket for 25? Look to the ones who compete for 2 top spots in their districts. You can practically book your hotel room now for Kilgore, a heavy hitter, expected to finish atop the 4A1 standings. Down south a bit, expect Woodville to contend for a top spot in 3A2, while West Sabine possesses strength to finish atop their division. The regular season is the audition. District play is when testing begins.
I am Manav Gupta, the Houston field correspondent with the Varsity Sports Show, and it's time to preview a critical Big 12 football matchup as the Arizona Wildcats, who are 4-2 with 1-2 conference record, travel to take on the 5-1 Houston Cougars in their homecoming game at 11 a.m. Central on FS1. UH has only lost to number 7 Texas Tech so far, and they've won their other 2 Big 12 games. Wildcats junior quarterback Noah Fifita received a lot of praise this week from Houston head coach Willie Fritz.
They really have a dynamic running attack. So it's a different defense than we've seen so far this year. Different style. Offensively, there's some similarities, but it all starts with the quarterback. He's good out of the pocket, very accurate when he gets outside the pocket, and then he can run it.
Fifita has over 1,500 yards passing and has thrown 15 touchdowns, 4th most in Big 12. Of course, the Arizona rushing attack has multiple backs, average over 5 yards, led by senior Ishmael Mahadi. Even for Arizona, it's going to be a challenge as Houston ranks a top 5 defense in the Big 12. The Cougars offense, on the other hand, they're going to be facing a tough Arizona defense, as the Wildcats have the best passing defense in the Big 12 and they're top 5 against the run. They also force the most interceptions and give up the fewest amount of sacks. So Cougars running back Dean Connors is someone to watch out for. He is 5th in the Big 12 in rushing. Houston's junior quarterback Connor Wigman, former 5-star quarterback, has completely changed the Houston offense. He has only 2 picks so far this year, 8 passing touchdowns, 5 rushing, but he'll have to use his weapons and Wide receivers Stephon Johnson and Mari Thomas, as well as Tanner Koziel, who is one of the best tight ends in the game. This is going to be an exciting, close game here in Houston.
Hey fans, Vince DeLisio from the Varsity Sports Show. Whether you're running a business, protecting your home, or planning for the future, Hub International is your trusted independent insurance broker. They team up with top carriers like auto owners to deliver tailored coverage that fits your unique needs. From commercial and personal insurance to employee benefits and wealth management, Hub's got you covered. Visit Hub International and Auto Owners, where your goals meet our game plan.
Hi everyone, this is Patrick Cohen with Varsity Sports Radio, bringing you the best that sports has to offer. This week I'll be talking about the BYU-Arizona game, which happened a couple days ago. Sadly, despite Arizona putting on a strong performance against BYU, BYU ultimately beat Arizona by a final score of 33 to 27 in double overtime. It certainly was a devastating loss for us, especially with me being an Arizona student. It was certainly a devastating loss. Arizona has had a long history of not doing particularly well whenever BYU comes to town. Whether we're taking on BYU in Provo or whether BYU comes to us, we generally have not had a good record against the BYU Cougars. It certainly is disappointing, as we were hoping that this would be a signature win for us, and we were certainly hoping that Arizona would finally prove once and for all that they belong in the Big 12 Conference. But certainly there were some highlights. Noah Fafita took charge on many of the plays. Ismail Mahdi scored, as well as several other players, including Kedrick Riscano, as well as some good defensive highlights by the Arizona Wildcats defense. It certainly was a great game to watch. I certainly enjoyed every single moment of it. The environment was amazing, considering the fact that there was an hour-long rain delay in the middle. But still, despite everything that Arizona did, they still lost to BYU by a final score of 33 to 27. I am certainly hopeful that next week against Houston, that they will be able to bounce right back and hopefully improve the record to 5 wins. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.
Hey principals, coaches, and athletic directors, Vince DeLisio here. I want to tell you about an incredible resource for our high school sports season, Viva Varsity. Viva Varsity is the Spanish language broadcast that brings our community even closer to the action. On game days, you'll find live sports, interviews with players and coaches, and real-time score updates, all in Spanish. This is such an important way to connect with families and fans who want to follow along in their own language. Whether it's baseball, softball, track, tennis, or any spring sport, Viva Varsity makes sure no one misses out on the excitement. Schools can use Viva Varsity to celebrate their athletes, build stronger community connections, and share those memorable moments on and off the field. So this spring, let's make sure we're reaching everyone in our community with the energy, passion, and coverage that Viva Varsity provides. The Angry Crab Shack in Tempe, with an experience so good it remains indescribable, with something for every seafood lover. Try one of their amazing custom seafood boils, sandwiches, appetizers, and salads. Angry Crab Shack Tempe is located east of I-10 on Warner Road, 480-674-3847. The Angry Crab Shack in Tempe. Come ready to eat.
This is Reggie Wright reporting for Varsity Sports, and once again I'm back to give you the World Cup Roundup. Tuesday marked the end of another international break, and we saw a few teams punch their tickets to next summer's World Cup. In this window, 3 different continents saw 10 countries qualify, with 7 African sides, 2 Asian sides, and a European side all securing spots. How did they do it? Let's find out. Starting in Africa, we saw a very chaotic ending to African qualifiers. Egypt qualified with a game to spare as they made easy work of Djibouti for a 3-0 win. The Pharaohs will be appearing in their 4th World Cup after missing out on the last edition in Qatar. Continuing with North African teams, Algeria also clinched a spot for next year with a game to spare after a 3-0 win against Somalia. The Fennec Foxes will make their first appearance in the World Cup since 2014. The Ivory Coast and South Africa will also see the World Cup after a long time after both teams picked up wins on the final day of the qualifiers. The Elephants will make their first appearance since 2014 as well. South Africa entered the final match day in 3rd place following a 3-point deduction, knowing that anything besides a win against Rwanda would mean elimination. But with fellow group hopefuls Benin and Nigeria breathing down their necks, Bafana remained calm and booked their place in the finals for the first time since hosting the tournament in 2010, condemning Nigeria to a playoff spot and Benin to elimination. Senegal and Ghana also cruised to qualification, picking up wins on the final day and will be making consecutive appearances in the World Cup. And in the shock of the entirety of the qualifiers, Cape Verde, a nation of islands boasting a population the size of the city of Atlanta, clinched qualification for the first time ever, beating out the likes of Cameroon and Angola to do so. Now over in Asia, Qatar and Saudi Arabia booked their tickets to North America. 4 years on from hosting the 2022 tournament, Qatar returned to the world stage following a 2-1 win over the United Arab Emirates. Qatar will be looking to improve from the host tournament where they finished bottom of their group. And Saudi Arabia will also be making their 3rd consecutive appearance in the World Cup after a goalless draw against Iraq was enough to see them qualify. And finally, in Europe, where 8 teams could have potentially qualified in this window, only 1 team was able to do so. That one team was England, who clinched the spot following a 5-0 thrashing of Latvia. That's all I have for this edition of the World Cup Roundup. Reporting for Varsity Sports, I'm Reggie Wright.
Hey fans, Vince with the Varsity Sports Show. You've had the rest. Now treat yourself to the best Japanese grill in Arizona. It's the Boss. Boss Bachi Japanese Grill in Mesa. Grilled shrimp, steak, and all the best veggies with or without a twist of spice. Sure to please everyone. Dine in or take out. Located at University and Country Club in Mesa. Open daily. 602-859-3759. The Boss. Boss Bachi. Hablamos Español. APAC is your one-stop source for all your automotive and heavy-duty air conditioning parts, supplies, and equipment. They're family-owned and have been the Valley's go-to for all your auto AC needs since 1982. Whether it's for your everyday or vintage car, commercial, or off-road vehicle or equipment, APAC has you covered. Call APAC, AA-PAK, the AC experts at 602-254-1116 and ask for the Varsity Special to get 10% off your purchase.
Hi, I'm Carmen Liberto with the Varsity Sports Show, and today I'm featuring a swimmer whose dream to always come to the United States and to continue her swimming career has been here since the year of COVID-19 and has been thriving ever since. Her name is Maya Pekar, and she is currently a sophomore at Ottawa University, still experiencing her dream.
Now Maya, how did you end up coming here since you are from Serbia?
So I am born and raised in Serbia, and my dream was always to come to the US and swim here for college or just anywhere. And my dad found this program. It was like a high school that accepts international boarding students. And so I applied, and it was pre-COVID, like 2020, it just started. I applied and I wasn't sure if I'm going to get accepted, but I did, and I got a good scholarship for swimming. So I came here and I graduated high school from Georgia.
How was it adjusting to kind of a really interesting part of life, especially during COVID?
It was quite hard just coming here at 14 years old, leaving my parents to a whole new continent, new country, new people, everything was just so different. And then COVID being like at such peak at that year, people were like social distancing, nobody was really outside, people were quarantining, there were masks, like it was such a different time in the world. So it was quite hard in the beginning, it was strange. But it took me a while to adjust to everything, but once I kind of got into the system, the kind of life of, America. I got used to it, and I just love it now, so it's much easier.
Yeah. And how does the swimming kind of compare from here than it does in Serbia?
Feel like swimming here, coaches pay attention or just like spend more time with their swimmers and really focus on their mental health, rather than in Serbia. It's just like swimming and getting the best times and just being the fastest as they can and winning all these places. But here, coaches and as well as everybody around them just focuses not only swimming, but I guess all athletes just focuses on also their mental health rather than just the sport.
And that was Ottawa's sophomore Maya Pekar, proving that dedication in and out of the pool can make waves across the world. Once again, I'm Carmen Liberto, and stay tuned for more halftime coverage is coming up with the Varsity Sports Show.
Life at Cogier is full of warmth, connection, and adventure. Come and take a closer look at a new kind of senior living. Welcome to Cogier, where your next chapter is your best one yet.
Are you interested in becoming a Varsity Sports Show intern? Not only are we looking for sports journalists and broadcasters, we are also recruiting for technical directors and other production positions behind the scenes. Here at the Varsity Sports Show, technical directors are the core of game day crews, leading our cameramen and on-air commentators during our games. Our directors are the link between you and the action on the field. Directors are the unsung heroes of our industry. Without them, who will see the dramatic action or hear the epic calls of the commentators?
Against Gutierrez once again, just going for the goal!
Or even witness history. Visit varsitysportshow.com for more information, and I hope to see you in the next generation of sports journalism.
Hey guys, Vince here from the Varsity Sports Show. Nothing beats a hometown touchdown, on the field and on the table. Join us at Zips or Goldies, where families, friends, and teams come together for great food. They make everything fresh, like their hearty burgers or irresistible focaccias. The restaurants are family friendly with a huge menu and plenty of seating. Goldies Sports Cafe is in Scottsdale at Via Linda and Mountain View Road, and Zips Sports Grill has 14 Valley locations. Come hungry, see you soon at Zips or Goldies. Drives inside, loses the ball.
From Vince, I don't know how he does it. Everything that he's doing with so many different schools, all the equipment that he has, just everything that he's put together really all by himself. I have so much respect for everything that he's set up, and giving us the opportunity to do this has been great. So for Vince, just the amount of respect I have for what he does and how he was able to set everything up has been amazing.
Going the extra mile like he does, I mean, sometimes, I think that's important to do, going the extra mile with stuff, and try, even though this is, not ESPN or one of these bigger companies, kind of to have that mindset when it comes to a broadcast. We're trying to, just knowing on this level that the expectation is being a professional and acting like it. And, there's obviously, it's not going to be perfect, but, just the importance of, doing your best work, and that, you could always be better.
We started with, here in Arizona at least, we started with probably testing out a live stream with 5 football games in 2019. 2020, which was ultimately was the start of the pandemic, we grew and we added probably close to 30 games that year. 2021, we doubled to 60. 2022, we did 100. This year, we're on track to do 130. It means everything to me. It's not just about me. It's about the students that we showcase, both in front of and behind the microphone. It's not about just broadcasting games, but it's about providing a platform to our student interns to give them an opportunity to grow, to practice their trade, to move on once they've mastered these skills here in broadcast journalism as well as production. Our job placement rate, no kidding, is 100%. Everybody that works for us, if they graduate from college, they get a job in media, and we help them get there. In 2019, the JV Sports Show podcast began with the idea of spotlighting young people in our community. In time, that podcast evolved into radio, television, and live stream, and through that evolution, new ideas have enhanced delivery, giving a stage to students both in front of and behind the microphone in Arizona and beyond. Thank you for supporting the Varsity Sports Show, now the Varsity Media Foundation, a 501c3 educational organization.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Battle of Brown Road here. And we're starting to get ready for the second half here. Your score currently 22 Mountain View, 17 Red Mountain. My name is Keaton Thomas.
I'm Abigail Hardy.
And what a game. Let's just start. What a half of football this has been.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. What a game we have seen here tonight, and this Battle on Brown rivalry is nothing short of. This is exactly what we wanted to see here.
Insanity here. There's currently a Chick-fil-A cow on our screen here, from what I understand. But just talking about we talked about earlier just the impact of a rivalry, right? The importance of these big plays to end these halves, going into these halves, right? And both teams have had just insane, just starting with Red Mountain, right? You had the early kickoff return starting at Mountain View's 20. You had the interception at the 2. You had the big play to go score their last points before when they scored the 17 points. And then Mountain View side being down 17-0, and then answering with a Brady Goodman touchdown, 2 Arnett touchdowns, takeaways, fumbles, sack to end the half. What are your thoughts? What is your initial reaction to all of that?
It's crazy. I mean, this is exactly what, and I'm going back to like what I talked with Andy Litton before the game started this evening, and I was just like, hey, like you have a strong offense, and everybody knows that. Red Mountain knows that, and I asked them, I was like, you know, Mountain View has a strong offense. What are you going into this game with? And they both said that. And then going back to what I was originally talking about, like this rivalry game of Mountain View and Red Mountain, they both love the rivalry. They both love the hard, like both of these teams are very good.
Yes.
And we've seen it on the field so far in this first half, and I'm sure we're going to see it again in the second half. We saw, like you said, a couple penalties here, fumbles, interceptions.
But we got the replay of the fumble here. All the big plays, all these sacks. Look at just, again, the play that we just showed right there. It's been like that all game.
All game. And we started off 17-0.
17-0. This looked like it was all. I got flashbacks to when I played, when Red Mountain would just beat us up every season. This, and then all of a sudden they just, they said, okay, you've had your fun. Our turn.
Yeah, they warmed up Goodman a little bit. He wasn't quite ready to use his arm, use his feet.
Mm-hmm.
And once he was ready, I mean, like they took his team down to the end zone.
Absolutely.
And then with being at the 8-yard line, not in their territory, and moving it all the way and getting that touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, I'm sorry, getting that interception was hard. But they didn't give up. And that is exactly why they were able to come back with that, throwing that interception. But they got the ball right back there, like in their territory at the 40-yard line to get them a touchdown.
Just an absolute, just night and day difference. Just a quarter brings, and now we're in the half. Now we're entering halftime, right? Both of these teams have had both the mindset of, oh my God, we're getting smoked, and oh my God, we're counting them right now. So now you're coming out into this second half. Mountain View will start with the ball, but you're coming out of here, out of this, out of this halftime. What do you tell your players? First off, if you're Red Mountain, you scored 17, you gave up 22. What do you say to the Red Mountain players if you're the head coach?
I we've done 5 or 6 games so far in the season. We're going into week 6, something like that. And I've seen a lot of, like, when we enter into the second half, like, a lot of dominant teams take their foot off the gas. And then I've seen it happen where they take the foot off their gas and the opposing team ends up winning in the last couple minutes of the game. Now, if I'm a coach on either side of these teams, I'm gonna be like, keep going. And that's exactly what we were talking about in the first quarter. If we were Andy Lynn, and be like, you got to keep going. You're down by 17, but you have 3 quarters left of the game. Now we're down to 2 quarters left of the game. You have a second half. The first half went by so fast.
Yeah.
But I definitely say, like, both of these teams are a powerhouse. We've seen it in their stats. We've seen it in their scores. We've seen it tonight. We've seen it as these seniors are coming up on their last season here, and they're giving this battle on Brown Road every little ounce of energy they have left, from Mountain View having a bye week to getting off of fall break recently and being in practice and coming out here and showing them who deserves this trophy.
Yep.
It's, even though Red Mountain is down by a couple points, I mean, it's just like,
It's not over.
what we've seen, it's nowhere close to being over.
There's
If it's gonna be what like the first half we saw.
absolutely. Now, I think if my math is correct, this second half or this first half ended around 8:23, right? That was an hour and a half of football. It didn't feel like it.
No.
It really didn't. It was
That was so fast.
so fast. It was so action packed. So folks, if you stuck out that halftime, welcome back. If you're just tuning in, get ready for a show because these
You missed
two
a good first half.
you missed. Listen, the hope is that we have an even better second half, right? As we start to see some of these teams hit the field here, Red Mountain getting ready to kick off here, and then Mountain View sending out their return team here.
What's super nice about Mountain View is that they show up for their community, and I've learned that with the guys on the field right now is the brotherhood, but I've also seen it, like, we have meetings on Sunday nights and we go over views that we've gotten on YouTube or NFHS, and Mountain View, whenever we're hosting Mountain View, the views are significantly high. And you see it here tonight as this is a home game, and the student section is packed, overflowing.
It's packed to the gills. It is packed to the gills here. We got set for a kickoff here, touchback. Brady Goodman and co. begin to take the field here.
And you even have parents and family on the sidelines over there.
On the sideline, I believe that's the homecoming crew. That's like alumni and stuff. Like,
that's true. I did see on there, again, you find a lot on Instagram. I saw a comment that the 205, gosh, the year 2005. Thank you. Words, gosh. Alumni are here.
Maybe when it's the 2020 alumni, I get to be like, "Hi guys, what's going on?" But that's a little selfish. We got some football here to be played here to start the first half. Goodman in shotgun to start. We got 3 wide receivers at the top. A lot of motion trying to diagnose what Red Mountain has in store here. A little bit of a option play for around 5 yards, getting us started here in the second half.
Now, we talked about before going into halftime that Mountain View, you wanted Red Mountain to you had to really be cautious with the ball because they had it with 2 minutes left of the game, which is still a lot.
That is a lot of time.
But
Goodman rolling out here, taking a shot downfield, hauls it in, big catch for who else? Talon Arnett.
That was an incomplete catch, though.
Oh. I thought he caught it.
I think he caught it. I think he just caught it too far outside the zone.
You know,
from our personal view, it looks like it was.
So that's why
you need a play-by-play and you need a commentary.
It's a 2-man booth. Goodman Immediately sacked, though, and all of a sudden it's fourth down here. Red Mountain responding. 56 on the sack. Crew Vanderliden with the sack here. Punt team coming out. Red Mountain responds immediately.
They got a good pep talk in the locker room.
Tyreek Cornett getting ready for the punt return here. Cornett's been very excellent here tonight. A little bit under talked about considering the state of the game. He was part of why it is 17-0. But we'll see here. Punt is away. All the way down to the 55. Bobbles the snap, and it's picked up by Mountain View. Bobbles the punt, and oh my goodness, Tyreek Cornett unable to haul it in. And all of a sudden, Mountain View with incredible field position.
That is why it's so important to hold on to that ball.
Let's take a look. Sky high punt. He had Toros breathing on him. And they just recovered immediately. Number 3 for Mountain View with the recovery. It's going to be Brody Anderson. Once again, Goodman's under shotgun, resetting what we have here. Breaking some tackles, getting maybe a yard, 2 or 3.
Now, this is exactly what the Toros would have wanted here. I mean, they weren't looking for a fumble, but they saw the plan and they saw it and they went with it.
That was just like that. You know, you feel Red Mountain. That's just a microcosm of the game. Red Mountain makes the stop 3 and out. They get ready to field the punt. They fumble it, and Mountain View all of a sudden has the ball once again. Taking a hit, though, Goodman is making it once again 3rd and 6.
But again, we've talked about, I'm not too worried that it's 3rd and 6 because watch them come out here right now, and it's 3rd and 6. 6 yards to go to redo the chains, get that first set of downs, is like what we like to say. So, and with how Brady has been playing here, let's see what happens.
Rolling out Brady, takes a shot, trying to make a circus catch, climb the ladder, unable to come down with it. Ziggy Galaviz unable to haul it in, and the punt team is once again going to come out.
Man, that would have been a crazy catch if he was able to hold on to that. He wasn't out far enough, but he wanted it. He jumped. He had his hand out, tipped it, just couldn't grasp the ball.
Props to Red Mountain, though. Fumble or the bobbled snap happens, or the bobbled punt.
That was a good defense from
immediately
Red Mountain.
Goes right back to business. Said, no, it's going to be our ball. Now, it's going to be interesting to see the punt returner now. Is he going to have some ghosts that show up on this punt return? If he's just going to immediately single for a fair catch, this is something I am going to watch for intently here. Fake punt! Oh, here we go. Never mind. He's going to Panther punt it, and it's going to be a touchback.
He thought about it for a second.
He thought about it.
He wanted it. He was maybe.
I like the call here. The punter there. It's going to be John Gerard there, looking for the fake punt. Sees there's nothing there, and he says, "Screw it. I'm just going to kick it anyway," and just whatever.
He went with his gut. He tried.
Smart.
He tried to throw it. Saw that no one was open.
And smart
he has a good leg. He's like, I'm just going to kick this.
Smart decision, because instead of the ball being around the 40-yard line, it's at the 20 instead.
Exactly.
First down here for Red Mountain. Their first crack at the offensive side of the ball in the second half.
Now they need to hold on to this ball, this go around, and see what they can do with their offensive.
Going to be a quick strike off the hands of their receiver. Going to be second down. A little bit of a chill blowing it. I don't know if you can feel it, but it's a little chilly starting to feel it. It's been beautiful weather.
We have
This
definitely
has been a very good week.
Lucked out with this weather. It's been amazing. I did have to put my jacket on. I'm a little chilly.
A little breezy, but nothing some autumn football can't cure.
Best type of season.
Blitz is coming. Looks like they're showing blitz. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4. A lot of unable to count. Looks like 7 guys in the box there. Blitz is coming. Going to be a run play to Jackson. for a 5-6 yard gain, getting set for a 3rd down. Jackson, again, another impactful player for Red Mountain in that first half. Interesting to see how he plays heading into the back half of this game.
Now Red Mountain is at 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4. 3rd and 4 here coming up. 3 wide receivers to the bottom of the screen. 1 towards the top. Dominic all alone in shotgun. Oh, almost an encroachment. Our word of the day. We talked about that in the first half. I told myself I was going to Google what
Did you
that
say,
word
did we
meant.
look up the
I will listen. I'll make it a priority.
next commercial break?
Next commercial break, we will Google what that means. Quick strike, quick first down. Red Mountain moves the chains.
There you go. I didn't know what Red Mountain could come up with on 3rd down here. I was trying to come up with something. I was like, I don't know.
Preston Patterson with his pass there.
We haven't seen a little bit too much where it's like 3rd down. You're like, okay, getting the extra yardage to do the first set of downs, but they were able to throw it to the right person, find an open spot, creep down the field.
Slowly creep, and again at this point, with you're down 5, a touchdown's the only way you can take the lead at this point. Gonna be a run and immediately met in the backfield by a herd of Toros. Kai Jackson met by number 13, Mr. Parker. Mr. Parker, excuse me, folks. Parker Foster. It's going to be a 2nd and 10 here coming up. 7:50 remaining here. And this is where it gets a little bit of a war of attrition here. This is where the next big play could decide a lot of big things here. Falls down in the backfield there. Trips on his own feet, perhaps on his own quarterback. Jackson does. And it's going to be 3rd and long here.
Not exactly what the Mountain Lions had in store for that 2nd down play. But
they're going to credit that tackle to Parker Foster. Did you see Parker Foster touch him? Or did he maybe he downed him?
I think you're right. I think he tripped over his own feet.
I could be wrong here, folks, though. 3rd and 11. I've been wrong plenty. Trust me. 3rd and 11 coming up. Dominic in shotgun. Once again, going to roll out to his right. Going to take it himself and be met by, once again, a herd of Toros. There he is. Parker. There you go. The announcer, we just heard the PA announcer struggle with that last name. So similar there. Parker Foster being credited with 3 tackles on those last 3 plays there. So look at that. Very impactful.
Yeah, we got the punting squad up here for Red Mountain. They weren't able to get enough yards to meet that first down. So
coming
back
up here, 6
to Mountain View.
Low snap on the punt. Gonna send it. It's gonna be skied. Gonna be fielded around the 29. Gonna take it himself. It's gonna be met immediately. Ziggy Galavitz getting maybe 3 or 4 yards on the return. And welcome back to the field, Brady Goodman.
Now we're already halfway through this 3rd quarter, which is crazy already. Time flies when you're having fun, watching some good football here.
This is very, very fun, to say the least. Now, before this drive begins, I did Google what encroachment means.
I'm ready.
It means an intrusion on a person's territory, rights, etc.
Sounds about right. We've seen a lot about it today.
That is via the Oxford Dictionary.
Thank you.
Via Google. So, Goodman, once again, going to throw some play action his way. Trying to feed it to Arnett there. But there's going to be a flag at the end of the play. This could be roughing the passer. Trying to float it to Arnett there. Took a hit at the end. Let's see what the refs end up calling here. This also could be holding. So, again, just checking to make sure everything is correct here. That is a marching referee forward. So that is going to be a penalty on Red Mountain. And look where they spot the ball. At the 49. Just a quick and easy 15 yards.
That is some good yards if you are a Toro. That is exactly what you want to see. Now we've seen in this first quarter, this first half, this first part of the second half. There we go.
Yep.
And we've seen the Toros have a lot of ball possession recently.
Big hit. Goodman with the play action there. Running back in the backfield took an angry D lineman as Goodman falls forward for around 4 yards. That was, oh my goodness. I feel bad for the running back. He didn't deserve all that.
Gain of 3 on the play brings up 2nd down and 7.
2nd and 7 coming up here in the third quarter here as we cross the halfway point of the third quarter. Goodman under center here. Never mind, he drops back. Motion, what? That is an interesting. Under center, backs up the shotgun, back under center. Running back rewarded with that play, action play. Rumbles forward for big Coy Bodily. Going to be 3rd down and short here.
Brought down by number 39, Nico Lopez.
Nico Lopez with the tackle there. Going to be 3rd and 3. Goodman just under center there. Looks like he's getting a play call from his coach there. Back under center. Going to be another handoff to Bodily, and this time he's met. And looks like Red Mountain off defensively has locked in Jamison Wade on the tackle there. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here, another punt. Oh, no. Looks like they're going for it on 4th. Goodman, right about field. This is go for it territory. Trying to draw him off sides for a potential encroachment. 4th and 5. That would be the correct amount of yards they need here.
Looking at a play here.
46-yard line.
And
going to be a timeout on Mountain View with 4 minutes and 21 seconds remaining here. My guess is that was an attempt to draw him off sides.
Yes.
For an encroachment.
Little rattled their brains there for a little bit.
Make them think.
Make them think, decide what's the next step, what's to do next.
Absolutely here. And Red Mountain's been very disciplined when it comes to that, at least especially in the second half. Their defense, ever since the start, has been not really allowed any funny business, so to speak. Nothing over their heads, forcing them to use their legs. That's how they started the game. Mountain View did. A lot of run plays and draw plays. Red Mountain wants that. They clearly want that from Mountain View. They want them to do it because they're selling out to stop that.
Yes.
Goodman is going to stay on the field here, so they are indeed going to go for it here. Very crucial play now. 46-yard line in Red Mountain territory. This is go for it territory with the lead. 4th and 5. Goodman in shotgun by himself. Number 40 in the backfield with him. Goodman drops back. Shotgun strikes it over the middle of the field. No flag. And it's going to be a turnover on downs. The risk it, no biscuit. And this time it's going to be no biscuit. Number 6 with the play there. Number 7 on the play there, excuse me. Jackson White. And Red Mountain's going to take over. No biscuit on that play there.
Looks like Ziggy was waiting for that call, that flag thrown. He stood around a little bit waiting, and no flags were thrown. Turnover. Red Mountain's ball here.
And this is where it gets a little interesting here. Rivalry game. I do like how they're letting these boys play. That is what we want here. Big first down here from the 46. Dominic takes the snap. Going to be a handoff to Jackson, who's going to get a very big gain there for around 8 yards, making it a 2nd and short here.
That was a good gain for the amount of players who were around him, able to push him through.
Jackson once again in the backfield with Dominic. Takes us. That's going to be another screen play. Mountain View screaming to come defend it. Slips some tackles, and he's just almost drives his way for a first down. Instead, it's going to be a huge 3rd and 1 coming up.
Now this is huge here. The Lions were so close to getting that first down. Toros were able to, at every turn he made, it was at the ankles, it was to stop him. And stopped him just short of that first down. 3rd and 1 here. Third quarter, 3 minutes left of the game.
Complete opposite in terms of offensive production here. It was quick and easy for both of the offenses to start the game. Now we're approaching the end of the third quarter. Neither team has scored.
Now that was a fast quarter so far.
Going to go ahead and cut to a quick break here. 22-17, 3:44 left on the clock.
In 2019, the JV Sports Show podcast began with the idea of spotlighting young people in our community. In time, that podcast evolved into radio, television, and live stream, and through that evolution, new ideas have enhanced delivery, giving a stage to students both in front of and behind the microphone in Arizona and beyond. Thank you for supporting the Varsity Sports Show, now the Varsity Media Foundation, a 501c3 educational organization.
Welcome back here, folks. Taking a quick injury timeout there. Welcome back, though. 3rd and 1 here, big 3rd-and-1 coming up. Dominic under center here. Toro's creeping up to try to stop him. Kai Jackson's just going to bull forward and get a quick first down.
Yeah, he bulldozed through those Toros to get that first down for Mountain Lions.
Time ticking away here. 3 minutes and 13 seconds. This is going to be, I have a feeling this might be a little bit of a long drive coming up here. One-on-one coverage towards the bottom of your screen there, if you can see if they end up targeting that. Instead, it's going to be a run play. It's going to be a little trickeration. Run play from number 6. He's going to break through, get a big first down there. Number 6, it's going to be Arian Wyndham. What a play there, little trick play. Brett pulling out all the stops here and try to get some points here before the end of the third quarter.
They're trying to make this a tight game here for a fourth quarter.
2:47 now. Dominic in shotgun once again. All of your wide receivers are going to be to the left of your screen. Nobody towards the top. In shotgun once again. Going to hand it just directly to Kai Jackson. He's going to bowl over some more Toros. Making it yet another first down. Red Mountain's now threatening here.
Now this is really important for Toro's defense to stop them here. And a chance of making this a really tight game. Now this is where we talked about going into the fourth quarter, going into these next 2 minutes. So every play matters. You need to watch your penalties.
All of that
very
here.
Carefully.
Dominic is going to take the snap there, hand it off to Jackson once again. Not as successful this time. Kai Jackson been very excellent here tonight. Foster once again on the tackle. Been very active here in the second half. Second and long.
2nd and 9.
Second and long here coming up. Dominic in shotgun once again with Kai Jackson in the backfield here. A little bit of a sync formation now. Dominic under center. Motions over. Wyndham now into the slot. Takes the snap. Going to be a play action play. Going to be a catch right there. Going to be a 3rd and short though. Big catch though.
That was a very important catch right there. That was low, but he was able to catch that.
Wyndham looked like he ran a marathon on that play. Motioning over, looping around, parking right there at around the 10-yard line, getting that 7-yard reception here, setting up a huge 3rd and 3, it looks like. 3rd and 2.
I could see you with the yellow marker going around, circling it
Yep.
as he stopped.
Listen, I'm no Tony Romo, but once again, under center for Dominic. Once again to Kai Jackson. Looks like he's going to be, let's see what they spot him. Around the 6, that's going to be a first down here.
Well, I don't know where those 3 minutes went, but we're already counting down at 25 seconds.
This could be the end of the 3rd quarter here. Very important play coming up from the 6. Looks like they're going to go ahead and take it into the 3rd quarter. Scoreless here for both teams in this 3rd quarter. The score remains 22-17. Mountain View on top, but Red Mountain is threatening here in the red zone.
Hey fans, Vince DeLisio from the Varsity Sports Show. Whether you're running a business, protecting your home, or planning for the future, Hub International is your trusted independent insurance broker. They team up with top carriers like auto owners to deliver tailored coverage that fits your unique needs. From commercial and personal insurance to employee benefits and wealth management, Hub's got you covered. Visit Hub International and Auto Owners, where your goals meet our game plan. Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sports Show.
Welcome back here for the final quarter of the Battle on Brown Road 2025 edition. 22-17 Mountain View. Red Mountain is threatening though at the 6-yard line for a 1st and goal. If you remember, last time they were in this position of the field, there was a fumble.
There was.
It's going to be interesting to see here the mood here for Red Mountain here. This is gut check time for both teams right now. This is who wants it more territory.
And there's no more quarters after this.
This is it.
The next 12 minutes they have on this field is it.
Kai Jackson with the run. Kai Jackson, I thought he was about to waltz into the end zone, but instead he suplexed back. It's going to be 2nd and goal now.
Yeah, those Toros had in mind. They're like, you can't walk in here that easy.
2-2-2. Look at all the 2s on the screen. 2nd and 2. 22 points. Ball on the 2. Dominic in shotgun here. I formation. Kai Jackson gonna rumble into the end zone. Mountain Lions taking the lead here. 23-20 during the PAT. And this is where we talk about gut check time.
And this is the battle. This is, like we said, you got to give it your all in these next 12 minutes because you don't get any more after that.
Absolutely. Look who's coming in, though. Looks like they're going to go for 2 here.
Make it a field goal game?
Make it a field goal game. That is true. That is very true. If they're able to convert on this, this would make it 25-22, making it a field goal. Wouldn't give Mountain View the lead.
Now, Brady Goodman made it look so easy when he just walked right in for that 2-point conversion.
Let's see if Dominic does the same thing. In shotgun. Going under center now. And what a little trick play there.
Flag on the play.
Flag now, and they're backing up. False start on the Mountain Lions on number 65. That was my number in high school. So shame on you, number 65. number 65, Lincoln Alicio. They're going to still go for it here. I understand the decision to go for it here. Again, you don't want a field goal to win the game, at least tie the game. So I understand the thought process. Going for 2, it's the same result, essentially. Or going for a PAT, excuse me. That's the same result. Motioning over. Number 4, Red Mountain is. Takes snap. Plenty of time. Throws it into the corner of the end zone. Incomplete now. So now it's going to be a target intended for Arian Wyndham, unable to come down with it. It's a 1-point game now.
Yeah,
So-
Wyndham looked like he was trying to make that turnaround for that quick catch, but couldn't do that fast enough. And we are in a 1-point game. Toros down by 1. Toros get the ball now. But like we've seen in plays before, we've seen that penalties can take away some yardage, bring them into a first down when they're in third down. Some fumbles, interceptions. So we get Brady back on the field.
Now, the thing is, too, Red Mountain has been excellent on defense. That
They've
third
been
quarter,
stellar.
They had 3 drives, the Toros did, after that muffed punt. And they didn't get anything going. So, incredibly important drive coming up here. He's going to go ahead and field it himself. That's going to be Arnett taking it across the 10, across the 20. Big return coming in, Arnett to the 30, to the 40. Going to cut back to around the 45. Arnett. What a return. A risky decision to try to take it out from the 1. And instead, he's going to give the Toros great field position. And again, in a game where it's a 1-point game, a field goal takes the lead. That is huge.
Yeah, that decision really paid off right here. He flew down that until he had a bunch of mountain lions come at him. And even then, he was able to get 1 or 2 yards off of that.
It's the fight right now. Every yard matters. Every play matters. Gut check time, ladies and gentlemen. Brady Goodman, what do you got? 3 wide receivers towards the bottom of your screen here. Mountain Lion's going to send a little bit of pressure his way. Arnett's going to get rewarded for that kick return across midfield for a 6-yard gain. Going to be second down here.
Just 2nd and 4, though.
2nd and 4.
We've seen Goodman do it before. We're not too worried. They can get the 4 yards here.
More tricky motion pre-snap. Arnett now going to be in motion. Going to be a little bit of a play action option play. Goodman's going to rumble for maybe 2 or 3 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 1 now. Arnett running a track meet here along with football. Running both. Wouldn't be surprised if he runs track. Would not be shocked. 3rd and 1 though. Big.
He plays baseball in the off season.
Plays baseball.
I learned that when I was in my class. I interviewed a couple of the guys here.
Once again, going to be Goodman. Now, Red Mountain's going to meet him immediately in the backfield. And now, look at that. Look at the energy from that one. Going to be 56 for Red Mountain.
Pushing them back to 4th and 3.
4th and 3 to 56. Going to be Crew Vander Lidden. Been all over the place here tonight. And now, very, very important play coming up here. 4th and 3. Goodman is on the field.
Now you took the words right out of my mouth. I see Goodman is still on the field. He's going to do it.
Taking the sprint. Going to be a play action play. They made him immediately. One-on-one coverage. Arnett with the grab, with the snag. There's a flag on the play, though. That's a 1st down, barring the penalty. Penalty on Red Mountain, and the conversion pays off. Talon Arnett taking over, holding on Red Mountain. The penalty has been declined. Talon Arnett is this is his quarter. He's going to drag the Toros to a win at this point. Sprinting to the line once again. Goodman in shotgun. Tie snap. Going to be a handoff and immediately met by a pack of angry mountain lions. 52 there. 38 there, meeting them. 48 meeting them.
Yeah, but
Leonidas Tuoto right there.
coming from that 4th and 1 and getting that first down is huge
Right
here.
now,
8 minutes left,
now,
down by 1.
Red Mountain responding, though, with a loss of 4. 2nd and 14. Number 40 motioning for Mountain View. Goodman's going to roll out to his right. Looks like he's going to step in the pocket. This time he's just going to take it himself, and off he goes to the 30, to the 25. First down, Toros. The chains are moving, and that electric dual threat presence Brady Goodman has paying off here.
Yeah, he just has the legs to run with this ball, and the control that he has to hold on with the ball too is really important. This is really big now at the 25-yard line.
25-yard. This is field goal range, I believe. Goodman's going to take it himself, though, down to the 20 for an 18. Down to the 18, it looks like, setting up a second and very manageable here with 7:50 remaining. Jackson White bringing him down there. 7:43 and counting. We're going to spot him. Looks like it's going to be 2 yards to gain here. 2nd and 2. You're at the 17 here. I would not be shocked if Mountain View takes a shot here. Looks like they're going to do the sprint to the line. Yes, they are. Goodman's going to be under center. Flag on the play. And it's going to be our word of the day. Encroachments on Red Mountain. First down, Toros.
Now it's like what we talked about is every penalty here is not in the Red Mountain's favor right now. Especially yes, you're up by 1, but you have to know that the Toros are going to come back here.
Goodman going in and out like a burger joint. Going to be a pass looking for number 40. Instead, it's going to be incomplete there. Some Toro fans in the crowd here looking for a penalty flag, but didn't believe I saw one there. It's going to be 2nd and 10 here. And you can feel the passion. You can feel the intensity here. Again, this is a playoff game essentially. This is intense.
This is a huge region opponent game here.
Absolutely here. Goodman takes the snap. Gonna take it himself. Quick strike over the middle of the field. Did he pick it off? He did. Number 1 on Red Mountain. Number 7, Jackson White picked him off. Oh my goodness. There is a flag on the play though. And it's going to be on Mountain View. Looks like
Now this is not what we normally see
ineligible
from
man.
Brady Goodman, and I believe we were just here.
Look at the crowd there. Look at the signs, what those say. I probably shouldn't try to read those, but you can go ahead and read them. Give the Toros the boot. That's the one thing I saw. That student section went nuts after that interception was confirmed there. We've been in this situation before.
I was just about to say, I feel like we're getting a little deja vu here from 2 quarters ago.
Now, the last deja vu we got, Red Mountain was able to overcome that and score. See if they're able to do that again here. 1-point game. Dominic under center takes snap. Gonna hand it off. Get it around 2 or 3 yards. Kai Jackson, maybe 2-yard gain here. 6 minutes and 40 seconds here. I am still in awe of that last turnover there. What a play from Red Mountain. That snag right there. Jackson White able to pick it off there.
Yeah, way to stop the Toros, but now we're in a bit of a pickle here.
6:20 and counting. Play action. Dominic has a wide open number 6. breaking a tackle, leaping over. Going to be a first down at around the 24-yard line. And this is where you start to see Red Mountain start to take down some of that clock here.
Yeah, now that we're reaching into, you have 6 minutes left here, which seems like, oh, we got a good amount of time, but those 6 minutes go down so fast. So it is crucial with every play they have right now.
Another handoff to Big Kai Jackson. Going to be second and long coming up.
Ball carried by number 3, Kai Jackson. Brought down by number 77, Diego Kish.
Diego Kish with the tackle there.
To see what the Mountain Lions have in store with this new change here. They were able to get that interception. 2nd and 7. 5.5 minutes left on the clock.
Right
Here
now,
we go.
5 minutes, 28 seconds. Again, taking as much time as they need. Going to be once again to Kai Jackson, who's going to rumble to around the 30-yard line. Going to make it a 3rd and 4, 3rd and 3 coming up here. Preston Patterson with the tackle here. And this may be the most important 3rd down of the game coming up. Crowd knows it. The crowd feels it. 3rd and 3 here. Crowd getting loud here. Dominic getting the play call from the coach. 2 wide receivers towards the top of your screen. The tippity top. As far as they can go, I believe. Taking as much time off the clock as they can. Going to be a timeout for Red Mountain. 1-point game. 4 minutes, 35 seconds. 3rd down here. And look at this student section here for homecoming. They are covered, and I believe that's chalk, right? Look at that. That is so many colors. More colors just spawned in here.
Great purpose for a whiteout game. Throw all the colors.
Throw all the colors here. You would hope that they are able to come home happy with a win here, covered in the colored chalk.
Not only a win, but a trophy.
A trophy. Something that sits for everyone can see that, hey, look what we have. We have the special trophy.
I have a Battle on Brown trophy with a Toro and a mountain lion on it.
And they're mine and not yours. 3rd down, 3 coming up. Crucial play here. Both teams with 2 timeouts.
Yeah, I like what you said earlier. This is the most important 3rd down for the Mountain Lions right now. They need a. Well, let's just see what they do.
Gonna be a Mountain View looked like they were about to punch it in, and one play happens, and all of a sudden, Red Mountain is taking down the time here.
Yeah, the 4 minutes left is winding down here. They're gonna take their time, try to reel in each first down as they can. As they are up, the Mountain Lions are up by 1.
4 minutes and counting there. Kai Jackson met immediately. Going to be 2nd and long here. 40 seconds are going to elapse here between the next snap, so it's going to be 3 minutes and 10 seconds, I believe, around when the next snap occurs. 2nd and 8. Mountain View's not going to have a lot of time on the clock. And another thing, too, you got to consider starting to burn those timeouts. Try to give yourself some time.
Absolutely. Each team has 2 timeouts left in the 4th quarter.
Oh, look at that. Look at the top of your screen there. They're going to go ahead and run it regardless. Sending the Hounds to stop the run here. 3 minutes and 13 seconds. Again, another important 3rd down coming up. This one's a little long. 3rd and 6. Going to be snapped with around 2 minutes and counting. 2 minutes and some change here. Coach Litton betting there on his defense, getting the stop here, hoping to keep these 2 timeouts in the back of his pocket here. 3rd and 6. Corners matched up one-on-one. They're selling out to stop the run here. Play action. See if they're able to capitalize. And they are. First down. Number 6, Red Mountain, Arian Wyndham. And this is where you need to start considering burning some timeouts here. Would imagine another first down here could potentially put this game in the books here. First timeout, second timeout here for Mountain View. 2:35 remaining.
Timeout Toros. This timeout is sponsored by All American
Gonna
Wednesday.
cut to a quick break here. Stay tuned for the end of this game.
Life at Cogier is full of warmth, connection, and adventure. Come and take a closer look at a new kind of senior living.
Welcome back, folks, here. 2 minutes, 35 seconds. Kai Jackson met immediately at the line. Second down here. Now, if my time math is correct here, there's 40 seconds in between each plays, give or take here. Mountain View has a timeout left. My guess, if they're able to get this stop, they're going to have maybe 30 seconds.
Yeah. If your math is correct.
I believe my
I
math
think it checks out.
sounds close, I believe. Approaching here 2 minutes, 1:59, and counting here. Second and long coming up. Pressure coming from that safety slot. Backs up instead. Going to be another run to Jackson. Stopped behind the line. Big third down coming up. Are they going to burn the timeout here? No, they're going to let it run. This play is going to go off around with 1 minute left.
Again, this is another big third down here.
This more than likely
More than the last one.
Is for the game.
Yes.
Right here. 3rd and 10. Potentially a pass situation here.
Just for all the marbles.
This is for all the marbles right here.
Both sides of the stadium are packed. No one has
Crowd's
left.
getting loud here. 1:03 and counting. Takes the snap. It's a pass situation. Wide open. He's going to get the stop here. Is he going to get him out of bounds? He did not get him out. The clock will keep going. This is where the timeout is burned. Wyndham with the catch there. And it's going to be a 4th down here with 55 seconds. The Toros burn their final timeout. Was that not their final timeout? No, 0. Yeah. Final timeout there, excuse me. 1 point game, 55 seconds. Ball is spotted at the 45. I would imagine they're going to punt the ball here. Coach there thinking it over. They're going to reset the game clock. Looks like it's going to be a minute. So we have 1 full minute of game time left. Very interested to see what happens here.
Yeah.
This final minute of the Battle of Brown Road.
We're in 4th and 5. 1 minute left. Red Mountain is up by 1.
Now let's take a look here. See what Red Mountain elects to do here. Looks like they're setting up for the punt.
I'm like, I don't see Dom out there. I see The kicker
Keep.
we've seen.
You're going to need eyes,
tonight.
all eyes on the play here. No.
This is the play you want to focus in on, the last minute of the game.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to go ahead and set it at 57 seconds. Snaps up, punts away, drills it. Arnett's going, or so that's going to be, it's going to be taken at around the 10-yard line. And it looks like, what happened there? No, he's going to be tackled, it looks like. Okay.
I know I saw a big commotion over
I
on
thought
Red
there was a
Mountain side.
turnover or something, but no. 49 seconds at the 10-yard line. 49 seconds. Here we go. Ten-yard line. Need to go at least 60 yards. Crowd's getting loud. There's the band. Here we go. First play of the drive in the end zone. And is that going to be a safety? He's sacked right at the 1. They're going to need to go quick, though. 37 seconds and counting. They have to get this play in quick. 33 seconds, 32 and counting. Time running out here. Takes the snap. Goodman needs to send out something. Sends a heave down the middle of the field. Almost picked off. There's to around the 16. 20
Mind you,
seconds.
with 20 seconds left on the clock.
This is going to come down to the legit last possible second.
Now, we know how good Brady Goodman's arm is here. We have to know with the last 20 seconds.
He's going to let it rip here.
He's going to line it down. This is a test to see.
Goodman drops back. Going to send it to Arnett. Unable to come down with it. 15 seconds. Now it's going to be 32.
That's okay. You just lost 5 seconds.
5 seconds.
3rd and 2.
3rd and 2 here. So 2 shots essentially.
It was a warm-up throw.
Maybe. Arnett unable to come down with it. Getting out of bounds. Maybe getting a little bit shorter. Would have been nice here. Instead, we're going to do it again here. 15 seconds.
Everyone's engaged just as we are, such as you guys are watching online here.
Mountain View looking to make this comeback. Goodman takes a strike to number 6. He's going to need to get out of bounds. I don't know if he's going to have enough time. 10 seconds. He's got to go. The time is stopped, though. 9 seconds. Quick spike. Spiked. There we go. 6 seconds. 6.3 seconds. First down here. There might be one shot here at the end zone here from the 30.
If this isn't Friday Night Lights, I don't know
what is here.
This is a game both of these teams will be talking about.
Keep an eye. They could try this quick strike, try to get out of bounds here. 7 seconds they put on the clock. I don't know if they have enough time to do just that. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This could be your final play of the game.
7 seconds, ball on the 31 here.
Timeout, Red Mountain. They want to think about it. 7.2 seconds. They're adding just microseconds here to the clock here.
Hey, every second counts, even if it's a microsecond.
7.2. Very interesting to see what they do here. If they try to maybe get a little bit closer, maybe try the 50, get out of bounds quick, or they just heave it downfield and pray for a miracle.
Now, 7 seconds isn't a lot of time here. So their goal is to either throw a long ball, like we've seen from Brady Goodman. I mean, his stats don't lie. He's committed to a Division I school already, or to throw it out and just inch it up a little bit more to stop the clock. But even then, you might have 2-3 seconds left on the clock.
7 minutes. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is for all the marbles. Jackson Goodman. Let's see that arm of his. Drops back. Here we go. Hit as he throws. So it's going to be 3.3 seconds now. Looks like they were trying to get a little bit closer. And it was he was hit as he threw, making it now the final play of the game.
3 seconds.
3.3 remaining.
Now, Red Mountain over there is standing on their feet. You
Everyone.
have Mountain View over here engaged.
Here we go. Another timeout for Red Mountain. Just
No timeouts left.
No timeouts left. This is your finale, ladies and gentlemen, here. Making sure they know what just
Now, I hope the people watching and listening have stuck around this entire game because it has been a nail biter. We're on the edge of our seats. We've seen some great football out here tonight.
They are playing one of the SpongeBob musics, Stadium Rave. If that doesn't add to the tension, add to the mood here, I don't know what does. Here we go, though. 3 seconds left. Battle of Brown Road 2025 ends right here, right now.
Who's gonna take home that trophy?
This is for the marbles, the trophy, the bragging rights.
I don't see the trophy out yet.
Here we go.
It's hiding somewhere.
Here we go. 3.3. Goodman drops back. Pressure coming. Gonna throw it. 2-1. Gonna be a lateral play. Here we go. Laterals it, fumbles it. Red Mountain's gonna recover. And Red Mountain are your victors of the battle on Brown Road. They're gonna storm the field. What a game. What a heartbreaker for Mountain View. And what a triumph for the Mountain Lions.
You know what? Like, on both of these fields, like, it was electric. Both of these teams came out and played their very hardest. And you have just great sportsmanship on both sides of this field here today. Even though the trophy is heading on to the other side of Brown Road, Red Mountain is going to get that trophy back in the 2025 football season. They don't play each other the rest of the season anymore. So the next battle on Brown Road will be our 2026 football season. Your final score of the game is Red Mountain 23, the Mountain View Toros 22.
I'm sure you're happy about that.
Once a mountain lion, always a mountain lion.
Oh, man.
We're on this mountain as one. I think that's their slogan. But I'm just happy of how both of these teams played. I love the brothership that Mountain View has, and I've said this the entire game. Like, they play with each other, and they played with each other for so long. So, and this game did not disappoint.
This was another incredible entry in the chapter book known as the Battle of Brown Road. Red Mountain, your victors here. Your final score, once again, Red Mountain 23, Mountain View 22. I've been Keaton Thomas, play-by-play. It's been a pleasure to call this game.
I'm Abigail Hardy, your color commentary. Thank you so much for listening.
Have a great night, ladies and gentlemen. Stay safe.
We'll see you guys next week.